Welcome back to Just Weirdly Blended. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Tom.
And it's almost Easter tomorrow.
It is almost Easter. Yes, Easter is upon us.
We just went to Walmart earlier today to get some stuff for Easter. Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, the bunny.
Yes.
Got stuff, he's getting stuff.
Well, you got the mom and dad stuff. The Easter Bunny, of course, delivers things for
I mean,
the kids.
Oh, gosh. It was crazy, though. Walmart's crazy.
Was it nuts?
Yes.
Huh.
I'm like, damn, is it Christmas? It's just Easter.
Yeah, it's just Easter. Nobody cares about Easter.
Not really, huh?
This isn't Jesus' holiday.
Well, it's like Easter was cool. I mean, I like Easter, don't get me wrong. But it was just, there was something about it when the kids were little that was cool.
Sure.
There was that enjoyment when they're like
the Easter Bunny basket.
Easter baskets, Easter egg hunting. Although our kids are older, and they still like doing that stuff.
Still like it.
They still want, Easter baskets. Sadia, Leo, they're in their 20s, and they still want Easter baskets, which is kind of cool.
Do they look for them? Do you hide them, and they have to look for them?
We should.
I mean,
just go to Walmart, aisle 12, 13, and 14.
Right.
Somewhere around there.
There's a lot of Easter stuff. We were at
it was
Winco. We got our dinner at Winco.
Oh, okay, where'd you get?
And I got a salad. I like the little...
salad bowls?
Yeah. I like the seafood salad they have. It's pretty good with a fake crab in there.
Cool. So cool.
Not a fake crab person.
Actually, I've never... No, I like... That's when we have ceviche.
The imitation crab.
Yeah, imitation. It's good.
Very yummy.
Bucket actually said a long time ago when he used to work out of town, I think many years ago, he was trying to lose weight, and one of the things he did would imitate. He liked the imitation crab, and he would eat that, and that kind of that was kind of part of his diet.
Yeah, because you can only eat so much of it before you're like, all right, that's enough. Yeah.
No, I like it. I've never had seafood salad. I was just giving you a hard time.
Oh,
but anyway, you were at Winco, and what happened?
Good. I just noticed that there was still a lot of candy there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked. Even Walmart, when we went the other day, there was still a lot on the shelf.
Not today.
No, it was gone.
A lot of it was
cleaned
gone.
out.
Yeah, we found these little bags of
random
jelly beans.
Yeah.
Alicia was looking for black jelly beans.
Ugh.
Dude, bro.
Why?
That's what I'm saying.
That's disgusting.
It's so gross.
She wants the worst kind. So
The worst.
was she able to find them? I mean,
no, she wasn't.
They didn't even sell them. They're like, nobody likes this shit.
It's funny. We went to the gym this morning, right? And somehow the conversation came up about black jelly beans. She brought up, yeah, we got to get black jelly beans. And Mark's like, you're the only person that likes those.
It's Easter.
And then this lady's just down the bench from her and kind of looks. She goes, I like black jelly beans too. He goes, you guys are disgusting. You need to get out of here.
I think you need mental health check.
I can't black jelly beans.
Gross.
But you know what I've drank that is like black jelly. Is Jaeger.
Oh, I'm not a huge Jaeger fan.
I'm not a Jaeger fan, but if it's cold,
yeah.
I don't hate it.
Any kind of liquor cold is going to be a lot better than that.
Because you had Jaeger.
Warm.
You remember when we would do the podcast in the old little house next, outside?
Yeah.
We've had this podcast everywhere, by the way.
Yeah.
Remember when we used to do it on the beach? No. But you had a bottle of Jaeger in that freezer.
Oh, yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, from my uncle.
Yeah, I remember drinking some of that.
Okay. I don't know if I drink any of that.
I probably drink all of it. Let's be honest here.
That was some old Jaeger, but that's cool.
It was good. It was cold.
Does Jaeger go bad? Probably not.
I don't think any liquor goes bad.
What is Jaeger anyway?
It's black jelly beans. Grind it up.
It's black licorice flavored liquor like that. Yeah, it's like a liqueur kind of deal.
Yeah, it tastes just like black jelly beans or black. Like Alicia loves black licorice, black jelly beans.
Why?
I don't know. I want to know what it tastes like to her.
Yeah, like my dad likes black licorice too. What is wrong with your body?
So I've heard some people eat things that just it tastes different to them, right? I heard some people they either like cilantro or they hate cilantro.
Really?
Because to some people, when they eat cilantro, it tastes like soap or something like that.
Cilantro was like a garnish, but I guess it does go in things.
Yeah, you get them on tacos and shit.
That's true. That's true.
When we have
it tastes like soap.
Yeah, some people. I think they say it tastes like soap or something like that.
I'll be darned.
It's like some kind of.
It tastes like cilantro to me.
Tastes good to me. Like I love putting in that the birria
Yeah.
Bay Area.
Oh
my God.
I'm a Bay Area.
You know, Alicia, when we left after JJ's baseball game today, we dropped the kids off, and then we're like, okay, we got to go shop, really. And JJ's like, I think I might want to go with you guys
to
Walmart. And I'm like, no, you know. And then when we got home, he's like, I'm so glad I didn't go with you guys.
Oh, yeah. Because you guys were gone forever.
Oh, yeah. We were gone for like 5-6 hours.
He knows, though, right?
Oh, yeah. He knows.
If you're going to be gone, you're going to be gone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's like, well, anytime we leave, he's like, see you in 4 hours.
When these guys go to the store, it's like the olden days when you had to get on the cart and take a day to go and then come back.
Yeah, horse and carriage. Easy.
Yeah, right.
We saw Fred.
Did you?
Oh, because we went to Ross right there in Kennewick. Oh. And Fred was in the blue truck.
Oh, yeah. He drives that a lot lately.
Yeah, he was in that. I didn't know if it was him, though.
Oh, yeah. There's only one blue truck, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, well, Alicia goes, did they sell that? Is that? I go, yeah, I don't think so, but that looks like Fred. And then we're like, I see him, but I'm like, wait, I don't think that's Fred.
Really?
And then, like, we get closer, I'm like, oh, no, that's Fred.
That's Fred, yeah.
Yeah.
The big white beard.
But anyway, like, so we're like, you know, I'm like, so what's the game plan? Where are we going? What are we going to do? Right? That's usually my first start. Like,
sure. Let me know what I'm in for.
Like, we're driving. Before I drive, I always ask my wife, where are we going?
Sure.
Before I leave this parking lot, I want to know where we're going.
Yeah. You need a plan, right?
Yeah.
Plan, yeah.
It's always I'm not sure. I'm like,
how long?
I'm like, what do you mean I'm not sure? Like, I'm driving. I need to know.
I need to know a general direction.
I'm a taxi driver in this moment. You know, you need to tell me what you want. So we end up, we're hungry. So we go to this place called Juanito's Meat Market. We actually went there because there's this, like this taco style truck that does like, they do steak, and it's kind of like Fujiyama.
Oh, okay.
It's basically that, but a taco truck like style, like a food truck.
So they like cook it in front of you like that?
No, it's just the same food. The steak, the chicken. Yeah, it's fucking outdoor.
He makes you a little volcano and sets it on fire in his
Bro,
truck.
I just need my food. Come on, let's go.
Whoops.
I've seen this stick before.
Oh, not for you.
I know.
Stand back, sir.
So one time we went to one of those, you know, what are those called? Those kind of places like Fujiyama, the Japanese grills or the...
Yeah.
Benihana.
It's basically all the Benihana, yeah.
But I thought he was going to squirt water in my mouth. Right? And it was fucking sake. It was so gross. They're like, he wants it. And they're like, no.
Like awkwardly waiting for this guy to squirt something in your mouth. And then it's sake and not even water, which makes it...
Yeah, because he's going around like gonna squirt. He's squirting stuff in people's mouths. And then I'm thinking it's water or something. I'm not even thinking about it because he's trying to be funny. And then it's fucking sake. I'm like, oh, gross.
Woo, okay. The image in my head is a lot funnier than it probably really was. You probably handled it quite well.
I don't know. I was like, my eyes.
Someone's face when it's sake and not water.
It was piss.
I mean, when you're expecting anything, and it's something else, doesn't matter what it is or if it's good or it's bad.
Right?
It's just so weird when it's something that you don't expect.
Because your brain will be like, I'm expecting this flavor.
Ice cold water, and then it's one of the grossest.
Yeah, I'm expecting blueberry jelly bean, and I bite it, and it's black licorice.
I only had sake once, and I wasn't a big fan. I wasn't, because I think you're supposed to drink it warm, right?
I've had it warm.
And it wasn't great. It was like it's supposed to be like a green apple or something. It was at this place in Spokane. I don't remember the restaurant, if it was even an Asian restaurant, but McDonald's. I ordered sake because I was super into Japan at that point. I was taking this class on Japanese history, and so I was like, clearly, I know everything about Japan. I need to drink some sake. And it wasn't the best.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I also tried some brandy once, bottom shelf brandy. Disgusting. I could not drink it. I wanted to be like that guy on the Titanic that's like, hey, I'm going to go down with the ship, but bring me a brandy. I wanted to be like that. You know,
what is brandy?
No idea. It was absolutely disgusting. I'll bet if you get like, you know what? It tastes like black licorice. That's what it was.
Disgusting.
I don't know. It was just gross. I was, again, a college kid, and I was like, I want to try brandy.
Yeah.
'Cause, what's cooler at a college party than the guy sitting drinking brandy out of a bottle?
But you know what I used to hate,
gross.
actually?
It was gross.
I used to not like whiskey for years. For many years, I hated whiskey.
Really?
I thought it was disgusting.
Huh.
And then, obviously, when I got old, I'm like, oh, this is good.
The Canadian whiskeys are where it's at for me.
Same here.
Every time I go to Costco, I always get the one that I always get. This guy. Because it's such a safe bet. I know I like it. I always really want to get the Scotch they have. They have those giant bottles of Scotch.
See, Scotch.
I really want to get it.
Between Scotch and whiskey.
I'm nervous that the flavor is going to be different because, I've heard a lot of people. I'm like, oh man, this whiskey's amazing, like the top of the chart whiskeys and stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's not like $1 billion, But your run of the mill. Like, this is a nice bottle of whiskey.
This is a $60 bottle. For me, that's top shelf.
That's top shelf. And it's never, I don't know, it doesn't ever knock my socks off,
It tastes like whiskey.
We were in the old days of the podcast. You can go back in our archives and see this.
Super.
I think it was while we were airing. Remember that time that we were we got into that Irish whiskey?
Oh, the Proper 12.
Yeah. And we're like, man, this is really good, really good. And then all of a sudden we went back to Canadian Club. We're like, it's amazing.
Yeah, we did a taste
Canadian
test.
Club
Remember that?
is one of my we did because we were like, wait a minute, this can't be right. I love Canadian Club.
I looked up top whiskeys, right? Mm-hmm. And Canadian Club was up there.
Was the top? It has to be.
But it was an aged one. It wasn't the one we get, but it was an aged 15-year.
Well, you buy one of them plastic bottles and stick it on a shelf for 15 years. It'll age.
It's so good.
It's really good.
So going back to this meat market we went to.
Yeah.
We went to go eat at this street meats. I don't know what it was called.
Sure.
Anyway,
that's a good
it
name.
was gone.
Street meats.
It was gone, right? It's hibachi.
Hibachi Grill. Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yes.
Street hibachi. That's what it was called. Anyway, not there. The taco truck was gone. I don't know. They weren't open today. Anyway, we go inside.
Place burned down. Sadly.
Yeah. We went inside, and sure enough, this meat market place, they sell cuts of Wagyu and all this stuff. I guess it's pretty popular. People are will travel from Seattle and stuff to come to this place.
Wow.
We went in there. We're like, oh, there's food. Let's check it out. So I got the California burrito. So that usually has French fries in it for whatever reason.
Really?
Because I don't know, California burritos.
No, because it's American. You got to put French fries.
But then
in
I got carnitas in it and some other meat. They bring me this burrito, and I swear to God, this thing's standing about 9 inches. It's fucking this big.
Wow.
It's huge. I got a double handle.
You got a little nervous.
Yeah, no. When he brings it to me, he's sitting it up. He doesn't lay it down like a burrito.
He sits it up like an erect penis.
Exactly. Like this microphone. It's up there.
He brought it to you, very excited.
And I go, holy shit! I was like, wow. God damn! I was like, this thing's huge. I had to eat it like this. I left it standing up, and I'm eating it.
You're making me laugh too much today.
I was fucking. Alicia's like, "Oh, you like them like that, don't you?"
Man.
But it was. I ain't gonna lie. I almost ate the whole thing. All 9 inches.
Cool, man.
It was a lot of food. I still got some upstairs, but
wow.
It was good.
I need to cut back. I probably would have mowed through the whole thing.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna quit. Burrito wins this round. I go, but honestly, I think I could have won. Yeah. I think I could have got it.
I'll get you next time, burrito.
I was just I was fucking full. So that's kind of one reason we stayed out so long.
Sure.
Because we were both pretty full. She had these quesadillas, but her meal was a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Because
wasn't a giant
on top of this big ass burrito, they were like, do you want rice and beans to Alicia? She's like, nah. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to eat some of that too.
Yeah, sure.
Because I have no idea how big this burrito is.
I would love rice and beans.
I love rice and beans.
Yeah.
The rice was okay. The beans were really good. Because the rice, I love Mexican rice, especially when Alicia makes it. But they had this one. I swear to God, I think it had carrots in it.
Yuck.
Weird. I hate cooked carrots.
Do you think that I want to be healthy?
Cooked carrots to me is one of the worst vegetables.
When they're mushy.
They just not even that. There's a flavor difference between eating a carrot that is just raw.
And a cooked carrot.
And a cooked carrot. And I'm not even saying dipping it in ranch. Just I could eat carrot just
sure.
I could raw dog a carrot, right?
Yeah.
A cooked carrot, it does something with the
Sure.
steaming it. I don't know. It just has a gross.
It changes the chemical makeup of the carrot.
Yeah. So like,
I know what you mean.
Canned spinach.
Yeah.
And cooked carrots to me are the worst. Right.
Well, anything canned is going to be
canned spinach to me is the all-time worst.
Okay, first of all, outside of Popeye, I didn't know that canned spinach was actually a thing.
So my mom would sometimes make, like, she would make us food or whatever, right? And so I remember it would be canned spinach, right? And
really,
it would make, this is one of the only foods in my life that's ever made me literally gag.
What kind of a meal would she make with canned spinach?
I don't know. We ate some pretty questionable meals, right? Growing up, we didn't have all the money. There was times like some of the stuff we ate was
sure.
Like I remember we were eating, I don't know if it was corned beef hash out of a can or it was
okay. You eat what you can get, kind of.
Or if it was dog food. I just remember we were like, me and my my stepsister and stuff. We were like, this tastes like, I think dog food would probably be. And I remember my mom having it, and she was like, "Ooh, don't." Yeah. Like, no, okay, we're not eating this. And so I don't think we even ate that night.
That's not cool.
But the spinach, I just remember like taking a bite, and I'd be like, oh.
So it'd be like a side of spinach. Like it wasn't like in something. It'd be like a salad essentially.
It would just be like, I'm eating a steak with just spinach on the side.
Like probably gross, liquidy,
mushy.
Yeah, it has like the juice in it.
Gross.
Spinach de jus.
yeah, dude. And so, they say your taste buds change every 7 years or something, right?
So you tried it again?
I tried it again years later when I was an adult.
Yeah. Much better.
No, same reaction.
Did you try the dog food again?
No. I actually, for many years, hated corned beef hash because I thought it was that, right?
Yeah. Corned beef hash.
Until I actually had real corned beef hash, and I was like, oh, this is actually fucking good, dude.
I wouldn't, not nightly eat, but...
Corned beef hash with, like, eggs and stuff, it was actually really good. Sure. I've had that, and it was actually, I was like, oh, shit, this is delicious.
This isn't dog food. This is blow my mind.
And I can't recall if it was corned beef hash. That's... In my head, that's what it was, right?
I get it, because, like, when you say corned beef hash in a can, I think dog food. I get it.
And
it's a direct correlation.
We didn't have a dog either. It's not like we grew up with pets. Right. But, like, maybe it was dog food. We just thought it was.
Sure.
But it was pretty gross.
Do you think that...
But that burrito was fucking bomb.
Man, no, that would never happen.
What?
Nah, I don't want to say it.
Say it.
Do you think any assholes ever put dog food...
in the can?
Like, yeah, no, I know that exists. Like, when they do like the canned food drives for families, I've been like, I'm going to give them dog food.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Someone has.
But I mean, I guess like you could give them food so that their dog has food.
I did,
that would be bad.
I did like a volunteer work one time for, what's the Second Harvest, I think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So when I used to work at Charter College, I remember I went there with a few of the other, co-workers and stuff, and we were sorting canned foods. And so I didn't see any of that, obviously, but I could see someone doing that. And then, if people are sorting canned foods for the food drive and stuff, you'd be like, what fucking piece of shit did this?
Why would you do that?
Or they like take off the wrapper, not dog food.
Did you ever actually see like something like that? What's the craziest thing you ever saw?
What, doing that?
Not like literally, like I know that you're kidding about the not dog food thing. Like that's
craziest thing in
not dog food week.
Not dog food, corned beef hash.
Like, what's the craziest thing that you saw, or like the dumbest thing where you're like, just throw this away,
Nothing really that I could think when I did it.
That's good.
Yeah, no, it was just these big bins of like canned foods, and we're talking like
a grocery store is like, no, this is gonna go bad,
we're talking like a 4 foot by, I don't know, maybe 4 foot tall cardboard box full of cans.
Sure.
And so you're just kind of sorting them and stuff.
Okay, yeah, I gotcha. So from whatever event they were at, they collected, you get the box.
Yeah, so it was actually right over here, over by the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
It was right over, just over that way. So, I mean, it was cool. I never seen anything crazy. And I've gone to food banks before I like met Blanca and stuff, and I lived in Seattle. I remember going to food banks here and there, and I never really see anything crazy there either.
It's good.
Everyone was always super friendly. Like I actually want to try to volunteer for some of that stuff.
It's good for the kids. Like that's we've been to the the mission, the men's mission, whatever.
Yeah. Like
to donate
Union Gospel.
coats. Yeah, it's probably them to donate coats and stuff. And
like, I don't know, like growing up, we relied on some of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, we relied on some food banks here and there. Mm-hmm. And then even after, like, before I went to Job Corps, I remember going to food banks and some of that stuff, like having the Salvation Army help with things, like when we were living, like me and my like ex-girlfriend and her mom and her brother and sisters and stuff, we were living in and out of hotels, and they would help put us up, like charity work and stuff like that. And I've always wanted to kind of give back. I just never have, and I feel like I think that would be a good. I don't know.
I gotcha.
It's just something I really I've wanted to do, and I just don't know why I haven't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, like, I gotcha.
To kind of give back. Hey, little mama. Yeah, you thought you were going to get away, didn't you? I love you. No, our daughter was coming down. She was trying to be sneaky.
We're so proud of her.
She's so good. No, she always gets her bag of ice.
Just look at another episode if you want to hear the story. We're not going to tell it again.
So, if you guys haven't heard me, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But, no, I've always wanted to do that, though. Give back. In the sense of, even with, like, Christmas, like, which we've done, actually bought in, like, for families.
You take the family.
We haven't like went and physically gave the families, but we've donated like stuff here.
Yeah, we did once. Like, I almost would. I don't know. I guess it's nice. Like, if they want you to go and give them the stuff, I just always feel almost like bad when you go and you're like giving it to them, and it's like, "Hi, you have nothing. Here's this," and you know, like it. I don't know. I would be mortified to be in the position where I had to be the acceptor of that, So, like, I don't know. I just hope that they feel comfortable and okay.
I've always wondered how my mom felt. Yeah. And I've told this story before, but like we would get those donations when I was growing up, when I was in high school and middle school and stuff. Sometimes we'd get families to help us with Christmas or whatever, because my mom was, she was the only one working and that thing, this, that, and the other. But I don't know. My mom never showed that side, and I think as a parent, that's kind of you don't want to show. If you're like embarrassed, because you see, like as me as a kid, like I was never like, ew, this is so.
Yeah, you didn't care. You just were happy.
It was cool. Something. Like some of the stuff I got was
not great.
I mean, it was. I'm not
tennis racket. Thanks.
Yeah. This is cool. I actually got a tennis racket, but like, I mean, you'd get things, and you're just, I was the older kid, so I wasn't like. Like I wasn't gonna do that because my mom didn't do that, so obviously I'm like, okay, I probably shouldn't do that either, right? But like you'd see the reaction of my brother and sister, and just there's this happiness, and so as like a parent, you see your kids happy, you're just like, I don't want to fuck that up. Like, I'll go cry in my room later about the shit I can't do for them.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
I gotcha.
Because as a parent, sometimes you do that. You're just like,
bawl your eyes out.
Yeah, it's funny. So. I don't know where this is going, but anyway,
that's all right.
So me and Alicia were at the baseball game, and last week's game with JJ, one of the kids did something inappropriate to JJ, right? And JJ was like, "Hey, man, don't fucking touch me like that," right? He didn't say fucking, right? My son's very respectful, but he was like, "Hey, don't touch me. Like, what are you doing?" Then the kid threatened, like, "I'll bash your head in," blah blah blah, like, right? Like saying some crazy.
This is a kid on his team.
Yeah,
really.
And this kid. We already can't stand, right? Me and Alicia already have talked about this kid before this, and we're like,
I'll have to ask you the name of this kid off air.
And then, JJ said something after that kid said whatever, because like he's been him and Cheeky and Leo, they're always ragging on each other.
Yeah.
Which I've gotten good at about letting go, because just you know what. He'll say some fucked up shit to Cheeky, like, "Oh damn, your forehead's so big, you can park a fucking boat on it." Like they'll be clowning on each other. It's funny. So he said something back, but Alicia went up to the coach today and was like, "Hey, like this kid, this kind of what happened, like blah blah blah," and they're like, "Yeah, he's kind of our
problem child."
And they're like, this coach. The head coach goes, "We love JJ. Like all three of us. He's one of our favorite players. He's just so coachable. He listens. He's such a good kid." And then I don't know. Alicia had said all this, right? She said she was going to go talk to coach.
Yeah.
I let her do her thing.
Yeah.
And then I come and I go to talk to Alicia, and one of the other coaches is there. And then we kind of all just talking. They're like, "Oh man, Jesse," because they call him Jesse.
Yeah.
They're like, "He is." We love Jesse. He's such a good kid. He listens. He's so coachable. He's made so much improvement. My son hasn't played baseball ever in his life. This is his first year. And the one thing I always told him was like, hey, it doesn't matter how good you are.
Sure.
If you can be coached, that's what coaches want.
Yeah.
Coaches don't care if you don't have the skill. Like, if they can teach you that, that's what they want. They want you to listen. They want you to be there, be present.
Sure.
Like,
for sure.
It's just like school, right?
Absolutely.
If your teachers, you want to show them respect. It's the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. And so the coach again says it, and then Lisa goes. After he left, he was does his thing. And Lisa's like, gosh, she goes, every time we go somewhere, people say they really like JJ. This and that. I'm like, well, he's a respect kid. He's a good kid. He's respectful, and even though if he has his moments,
they all do.
She's like, but it makes me sad. I'm like, why does it make you sad? She goes, because she has these like intrusive dark thoughts where she's like, because you see in the movies, like the good kid, what if something happens to him? I was like, babe.
Wait, she thinks like
something
horrible is going to happen because he's a good kid?
Because you always see like in the movies, like the good kid, something always happens to the good kid, right?
Oh.
And I'm like, babe, no. I was
like, that good kid's always getting smashed by the piano.
I go, babe.
No,
I was a good
kid. Bad kid.
I was a good kid. People seem to like me, and here I am. I'm in my 40s. I think we'll be all right.
He's gonna be broke, but he's gonna be happy. He's
gonna have the IRS a lot of money and whatever. But I
mean, hey,
his credit score is gonna suck.
He's gonna be depressed, but he'll be all right.
People will like him. He's still gonna be.
He'll still smile at the world, make everybody think everything's all right.
But yeah, I was like, no, don't you don't think? I go, he's just a good kid. Like, that's what it is. Don't think that.
You'd be more likely to have something bad happen if you're not a nice kid because everybody would hate him.
Yeah. So this other kid's just annoying. So this kid a few games ago got the one who said something to JJ. He got mad because 3 outs, or we scored 4 runs. One of the two had happened, and so he didn't get a bat right away. Because you know how they always, it's 4 runs, okay.
Yeah, right. So he got pissed because he had to wait.
And he's like, drags the bat and he throws it. I'm like, did he just throw the fucking bat? Like, why is he being a bitch? Like I was like, but I think the next inning, or maybe not the next inning, or something happened where that kid, same thing happened. And he throws the bat and the coaches were like, hey, they got on him for that. I think they ended up making him run. But like, I'm like, oh my God, this kid. He's so lazy. It's crazy. When you see other kids, sometimes you're just like,
we got lucky.
I can't. I had so much respect to you teachers. For me,
there are moments.
Oh my God, my patience would be so tested.
Yeah,
I think I'm built for older kids because I can not snap at them, but I'd be like, hey, you need to chill your shit out,
you
bro.
Can get. You can't yell at them, but you can get stern. I mean, I get stern. In my after school program last week, I had to get pretty stern because there were some kids that were just goofing off, and it's like, you're not here to do that.
Yeah.
Like this is an extra hour of our day. You don't have the time to be joking around and thinking it's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
And there were times I asked kids, I had kids in my class the other day laughing about something because they chose to talk to their neighbor instead of listen. I looked and said, what's funny? Please tell me what's funny because I'm trying to teach you. And they do. They just shut down. It's like, hey, you need to listen.
Yeah.
I'm teaching you something you need to know. I always try to go into the why I'm telling you this. And not just like, are you embarrassed now? It's not
I had a
embarrassment.
teacher like that.
It's just saying hey, you need to focus at all times. It's like you said about coaching.
Yeah.
Like you're here to figure this out. Yeah. So if you're not engaging your brain, you're not going to figure it out. If you are, you're going to figure out a lot. So listen and shut up.
Yeah. No, like legitimately, right? Like JJ, JJ, the cool thing about seeing JJ's like in evolve in baseball is like he's gone from not knowing much about baseball.
Sure.
Never played in his life, right?
Mm-hmm.
to like you can see he's starting to catch the ball a little better.
Yeah.
Starting to throw a little crisp. You know, when you tell him, hey, I need you to whip it in, like he'll do that. You start seeing, I can see the competitive nature within himself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I see the way I am with who I was as a kid, or just in competing in general, where you're like, you have this internal fight within yourself, like, fuck, I need to do better. You could see him like doing that, and then he would throw the ball real hard, like good, but it was a good throw.
Nice.
Like as they were warming up, because he kept missing a catch.
Nah.
But then he'd throw it in, and so I'm like, oh, okay, you know, I can see that. But you start seeing this, and then like at first he was like, oh, practice for 2 hours, and he still does that. But like,
yeah, Elliot does too. They don't like the idea of going, but
yeah. But Alicia was like talking to JJ the other day, and he was like, yeah, baseball's kind of fun. Mm-hmm. I like it. Like I'm having fun with it. He might not like the 2 hour practices. He might not like some of that stuff, but he's like having fun. So Alicia, as soon as he said, "Oh yeah, I'm having fun," she's like, "Oh yeah, good, because you're gonna be playing it."
That's what
I love baseball.
did to me with church. She was like, "It's like, what's this awesome thing that you're going to
Our
every
God's
Sunday
awesome
that I'm not allowed to go to? What's this thing that you're doing, Mom?" Because I was little.
Yeah.
She's like, "Well, once you go, you have to keep going." I'm like, yeah, I want to go there. It's probably have like the ball pit. Like my mind, church
Chuck E.
was
Cheese.
like, because
Like,
we would drive
church
by
was Chuck E. Cheese.
So we live by this Catholic church that has a yellow roof. It looks very 70s. Like it's very weird.
Okay.
But
was it in Richland?
It's in Kennewick. It's I can't remember the name of it, but it's right there on
The Yellow
Clearwater.
Submarine.
And I always just assumed that it had like Chuck E. Cheese inside, essentially.
Yeah.
You know how they had the ball pit that you go, like, there was the coolest idea to me that this place, I was like, Dad, I want to go there. And he's like, buddy, you probably don't want to go there.
But
like,
as a kid, right?
It's not, it's not what you think it is. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, I really wanted to go to church. I'm like, Mom, you fucking bitch. You're going to take me to church. So yeah, I went, and yeah, she didn't lie. I had to go from that point on. I had to go every Sunday, and it was all right. I liked my church, but
Yeah. I liked my church.
Yeah.
I actually did enjoy Sunday school, and
I didn't go to Sunday school very long because I was I did not like to screw anything up. I wish I've said this before. I wish I were a different personality type as a kid. So they assumed I was older than I was because I was taller, right?
Yeah.
So they put me in this, like, I don't know what age it was, but they put me in this other age group. And I realized, like, 2 minutes in, they think I'm older. And I was freaked. I was like a really bad CIA agent that's terrified they're going to get caught. I was just like, ugh.
Hey, here he is.
And yeah, I just like, I'm not supposed to be here. And
There's the agent. Uncover.
I was like doing whatever it was that we were supposed to do, like cutting out a Jesus figure or something.
Yeah.
And for a long time, I still had this box full of like Sunday school stuff. It was kind of cool. I think I ended up throwing it away.
Oh, that's cool, man.
But I mean,
not to throw it away, but
like I had like a little like clothespin Joseph or something, like random stuff.
Yeah.
Like some Sunday school teacher like spent a shit ton of money.
Joseph.
Cock ring, like halos and weird stuff. I don't know. But lots of whips and chains and things. I don't know.
No, I'm just joking.
No, it was cool though.
Mary was a virgin.
I had that for a long time.
Yeah.
She was pure as the driven snow.
For reals.
But yeah, no, it was it was a good church. It was a big church. I'm kind of thinking now, like they would record on Sunday.
Yeah. So my uncle's church would do that.
Yeah, and it was kind of like I'm watching The Righteous Gemstones, and like we definitely were not like that. And our minister was a really like down to earth, good guy.
Yeah.
But it was kind of funny watching him, like what was
I didn't know John Goodman is in The Righteous Gemstones.
Oh yeah, he's Eli. He's the big head pastor, man.
I love John Goodman.
Yeah, I do too. Oh, that whole show, man. There are some moments. Did you?
I fell asleep because I was already tired, but like I need to start. I started it.
Yeah, I mean, like
it's so funny.
man, the first season especially. The second season's pretty funny. I think the first season's a little funnier, but there's a lot of really good stuff that happens in the second season. I haven't started the third season.
The guy that has the 666 on his chest.
Keith. Yeah, he's funny.
He was a Satan worshiper.
He was a Satan worshiper. Oh my god, dude! Like, just it is so funny. And having grown up in like 80s, 90s, they'll do these flashbacks to when the adults were like kids, right? And oh my god, it's amazing.
I don't know. Church was cool. Like youth group was awesome. I really enjoyed youth group as a kid. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how it would have done if I went to a church that was much larger, because
you said yours is pretty small, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 50 or less.
Okay,
right. I just know when I was in youth group, there was maybe 10 of us.
Yeah,
not a lot, right?
Sure.
And so like it was a small church. I liked it for the most part. I was just talking about this the other day. Like, I'm an introvert, right?
Sure.
But I'm an extrovert. I could handle people, but then my battery gets low after a while.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Right? I get what you mean, yeah.
And then I need to, like, not be around people.
Yes.
I need to be alone.
You're like a rechargeable battery.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it loses its energy, and it's like, leave me alone. Recharge me.
Yeah, so, like, even when we have, like, parties, like, every year we do, like, a Halloween party or whatever. There's times where I'm just like, no, that's something you hear. That's he hears a buzzing.
It's all good. I keep thinking that I got an audio issue.
It's not us. Okay. No. It's like a freezer or something.
We're good. Okay.
No, it's the washer machine.
Okay.
That's what you hear.
Okay.
Anyway, like, so anytime we have parties or we're in it, like tomorrow we're going to my oldest daughter, we're going to her house to do Easter in Yakima. There's a point where I need to like not be around anybody.
Sure.
So I need to leave. If we go to her sister's, the same thing. I always volunteer to cook because that gives me my chance to be alone.
Sure.
Because no one wants to come around me. I'm cool with that. I can sit there and be alone.
Nobody likes me. Nobody wants to be there.
I'm okay with that.
I get you.
And so.
Yeah.
So like so I just need to recharge, and so with youth group it was similar, like in that sense, I guess. And look, Tom's smart. He knew we would probably get fucked up.
I'm a wise man.
Anyway, yeah. So youth group was cool just in that sense.
Yeah.
Because if I went to a bigger church, I don't know how I would have done that. Having to be around all them people for so long.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, I'm kind of, because I remember going to my uncle's church one time and going to the youth group, and I don't know no one.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of kids,
sure.
like 30 kids, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm over this. I don't want to be here. Like I don't care about none of you. Like
I was young. Like
oh no, I was like 12.
Oh no, I'm talking like 5, 6 for me. By the time I was at all, like whatever age I was allowed to go into the cathedral, that's when I was there. Because like I don't know, that's probably wrong. You're probably allowed at any point, but
yeah.
I do remember there was if you will, a sick playground. It had a Noah's Ark in there.
Sick.
It had a freaking ship in there. And that was really cool.
Bunch of dead animals.
I mean, we were like
underwater. It's crazy.
They had a Jesus flip the table game. And no, I'm just kidding. But
how dope would that be?
Like kill the Romans game. It was really neat. No, it was a cool playground. That was fun. But yeah, I just was traumatized by being in the wrong group.
Yeah, I
felt
get
like
that.
Such a fraud. It's like I'm sorry, Jesus. I didn't mean to lie, but apparently I did. And here I am.
I wonder what that's like being like a tall kid when you're young.
That part sucks. There's I mean, like whatever. It's fine. It's like being any kid. Like you don't think about anything when you're a kid. I got in trouble a lot for just being big enough that you think that you're just playing and you run somebody over. I remember my grandma getting really mad at me one time. We were at Burger King.
Oh, okay.
And apparently, I was just mowing over kids, and she was like, "You need to stop doing that, Grandma. I'm just playing." moan over, kid. We had to go.
You and your brother.
I don't.
You and Matt just fucking ramming
like
people.
Big drunk kids is all over the place. No, I don't know. Like I had ADD a little bit, so maybe I was more ADD than I thought.
I think like sometimes too when you're like you're taller but you're still kind of young. You're clumsy, right?
Oh yeah.
You don't understand.
I'm sure I was clumsy.
You don't understand the strength you might have. You don't understand how to control your height, really, in a sense, right?
Right.
You're playing. It's like Rex or like a bigger dog.
Yeah, right.
Playing with a small dog. This big dog thinks it's a puppy still. And it's just like fucking tossing little. Because you know how Rex is. He's a big little box.
Oh, yeah.
He thinks he's a small dog sometimes.
Yeah.
But he doesn't realize
he's dumb.
He's a big fucking dog.
No, he's a smart boy.
He's strong.
He is.
Right?
He is. But did you say he would throw one of the dogs around?
He would just be trying to play with them, but he's just like so much bigger. And you're like, Rex.
He's a boxer compared to
a
tiny
chihuahua.
dogs. Yeah.
It's like, well, because you guys were telling me.
He'll hop around Frank. Frank's like the size of this glass.
Yeah,
and he'll hop, and his paws are landing on either side. Frank's like, fuck.
Earthquake.
He's like, his whole life flashes before his eyes.
Shitting himself.
It's pretty wild, but.
Yeah. It's like that. I can see it being like that.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. I think I might want to be a righteous gemstone for Christmas.
We should do
it
it
for Halloween. I think that'd be fun.
You and me both.
That'd be fun,
dude. I'm gonna watch that tonight.
I go back and forth between wanting to be Bobby Billy or Baby Billy or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Or just Jesse.
Which one's Jesse?
Jesse's
is he the beanie?
No, Jesse's Danny McBride. He's the main guy.
Who's the guy? The guy with the beanie.
The guy with the beanie is.
He was in Workaholics.
Yeah, Workaholics.
He was also in like a Pitch Perfect and stuff.
Yeah,
he's so funny.
Golly, what's his character's name? It's Calvin. I think Calvin.
Yeah, he's the one whose homie's Keith.
Oh, you just wait till you get to season 2 and you see who his crew is.
But the way he is, that guy. That actor is so funny.
Is it Danny Devine or something like that?
I think
it's his name.
Something Devine.
He's funny.
Adam
Devine. That's it. Yeah. He was in
he was in Pitch Perfect. He's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Well, he had a character role for a while, and he had a character role, whatever that means. He played a character in Modern Family.
Oh, okay.
He always plays pretty much.
Cheeky is watching that show.
Oh yeah, she'll see him. He there's like a season or 2.
Yeah, I've seen her watching that.
And I
just like Sophia.
He plays pretty much the same character like in everything he does, but he's that kind of guy. He's funny. It's like
he's good at it though.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just like Jerry Stiller, where it's like it's a funny whatever he does, like you don't think of it as the other character. You always think of it as this character.
Yeah, like Adam, like Ben Stiller. Or
someone, yeah. He's great. The whole show is funny as hell.
I know because we finished Yellow Jackets. Great show. If you guys haven't watched that, we started getting into it because Tom and Blanca were into it, and then our other friends, Brooke and David, they started watching. Did they? I wonder if they're finished.
They probably are because we just finished the latest.
We finished pretty quick. Me and Alicia.
Yeah,
we're like, whoa, watch it.
Oh, it's one you can definitely.
We binged the fuck out of that.
The whole thing's kind of a mystery. They put the pieces together.
Honestly, we could have probably finished that so much quicker, but we were like, I have to get up in the 4 in the morning, so it's like, I can't watch another episode.
Yeah, right.
Once 11 o'clock hits, I'm like, I'm getting 5 hours of sleep.
Well, sometimes I want to slow things down too, because like if I'm really enjoying a show and I know it's going to come to an end, it's like, well, then what? Like, then what am I going to do?
Yeah, the only show I rewatch constantly is Supernatural. Right? I just finished last night. Last night, I woke up. I fell asleep. I woke up around almost 1. The boys were still awake. Yeah. I didn't bug them. They were gonna go to sleep eventually. Yeah. So I was like, I'll just leave them alone. I went. I think I got snacky. I grabbed something to munch on, which I need to stop doing.
I'm awful, but
and then I just could not fall asleep. I don't know about you, but like when I wake up in the middle of the night, or if I wake up and I'm wake up. If I have to do something, or like so if I wake up to go pee, right, that's one thing, right? Sometimes I'll fake like I'm still tired because I know if I open my eyes too much,
I'm really sleepy.
no, I swear to you, I'll be like
so tired. I don't think I
so
can
when
possibly
I go
stay awake. The other side of my brain's really dumb. Watch this idiot.
Your brain is as dumb as you want it to be. I'm so this is how dumb. Like, so usually at night, in the middle of the night, I'll go to the bathroom and I don't stand up because I know I'll be more awake. So I'll sit down.
You just roll.
No, I'll sit down on the toilet like a chick, right?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
And I'll just sit there.
That. Yeah.
I think I'm not the only guy in this. If I am, whatever. But like, I'll sit down and pee. I ain't even gonna lie. And then I'll like keep my eyes closed. As I'm like, I'm so sleepy.
Make yourself
Brain,
snore.
you're sleepy. But then
You wake up that easy? Like,
I'll wake up that easy.
I'll have to get up and go pee, and then right out again.
So you and Alicia are like that. Alicia could wake up, go to the restroom, come back, and then 2 seconds later, she's out.
I'm out.
Me, if there's times obviously when I'm like pretty tired and I can come back and go to sleep. But then there's a lot of times where if I wake up and I have to go pee, that's one thing. But if I have to wake up, go pee, and then I have to like, there's been times where I've had to I have to let the dogs out. Or there's a couple things I had to do.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Fuck it. Like one day, and I think this was like last week or something. I woke up, I could not fucking fall back asleep, and I'm like, bro, it's 2 a.m. I got to get up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, right. I got 2 hours.
I got 2 hours. And then my brain's like, you know what? What's the circumference of a fucking bowling ball, man? And then if you threw that bowling ball and it fucking broke, like, what would the circumference be if you did that? Like my brain starts thinking all these crazy stuff. Maybe not that, but I'm just saying in general.
Yeah,
like,
I gotcha. You start thinking
like it's just random shit. And I'm like,
spiraling. Yeah.
I'm like, you need to go to sleep. I'm telling myself this, literally. I'm like laying in bed. I'm like laying on my side. I'm like, just go to sleep, man. Like I'll start doing, I listened to Theo Von podcast. And so someone on there was like, what they would do is they would do math in their head to help them go to sleep. And legit, that sometimes helps.
That can work.
But then there's been times where I'm like, okay, that math solved. Okay. Nothing works.
2 plus 2. 4.
And just like last night, I woke up at 12:30.
Yeah.
Or 12:50 or somewhere around there. And then I went out because I was like, I thought I heard something, and I see, the boys are awake, whatever. They're not being loud. They're not being crazy or whatever. Out. I thought I heard Elena and Chloe, but Chloe had left way longer, like 2 hours prior, right? 10:30, I think it was. I come back. I think I got some water or something because I was like, I woke up just
parched.
as if I just ate fucking a cup of sand or something.
Yeah.
I was so thirsty. And I could not go back to sleep. About 2 o'clock is when I finally 2:30 is probably when I fell back asleep. I woke up. I'm like to the point where I'm like shopping on Amazon. I ended up buying me some fucking baseball gloves for softball this year.
Nice.
There's some eagles on them. Lisa's like, those are fucking ugly. I'm like, what?
Eagles?
These are fucking they're eagles. These are fucking American eagles on it.
Nice. What color are they?
You're dumb.
Are they red, white, and blue?
No. I'm very plain. They're black.
Yeah.
Black gloves with white highlights
Eagles
here
on
and
there.
there. You know,
cool.
like
That's
I don't. I'm very plain. I'm a very plain guy when it comes to colors.
Sure.
I think it's because I'm colorblind. So like,
I gotcha. So you're like, what's the point? Anyway?
Okay. I was looking for some nice gloves, but those ones like stood out, and they were only like $11. And
there you go.
Like, I'll just buy them. Whatever.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna get them, and they're gonna suck. But
see,
whatever.
this is the thing. Like, you make use of your I can't sleep time, so that's good.
I shouldn't though.
Yeah.
I should be like, just lay down. But then,
no,
do you lay down? Do you close your eyes, and then I'm like,
yeah.
I can hear everything around me. I can hear my heartbeat, bro.
Yeah. When I get into that zone, because usually once I fall asleep, man, I can go out like a light.
Yeah.
But I do have times, especially when I'm more anxious about something or I'm just off. You have those times a year where you're not as great, and then those times where you're doing really well. Mm-hmm. When I'm in a weird phase, if I have a hard time falling asleep, I just found stop trying. Because I'll do that thing like if I fall asleep right now, I'll get 5.5 hours.
Oh, I do that.
Yeah, that kind of crap. And
1, 2, 3, 4.
That is like, we talked last week about running on the treadmill and the things that work and don't work.
Yeah.
That for me is like when they tell you we're 15 seconds in, guys. It's like not helpful. Not helpful at all.
That was
Thanks
today.
a lot. Like, shut up. I thought we were like at least 25 seconds in. That's like kind of for me what that is it's not going to work. It's not going to be good. I'm going to keep myself awake longer.
Yeah.
Trying to force myself to fall asleep. It's almost easier for me to like actually reverse the script and be like, stay awake. Stay awake. Have you ever done that where you have to stay awake for something? I'm going to catch Santa. I did that last Christmas Eve. I was going to catch Santa. I sat there.
You ain't going to catch Santa.
I sat there by the fireplace and I sat there and I sat there.
Santa's so fast.
I sat till my sack got sore. And then, I'm just kidding. I did not try to catch
But no,
Santa.
I haven't tried that.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah,
But like,
yeah.
that you change the psyche.
It's like
You're
reverse psychology.
Now I am going to stay awake. Don't fall asleep, you little fucker.
But I'm so stubborn that I think my brain would be like, okay.
I'm not going to sleep.
We're going to stay awake.
So, Jesse, who are we trying to out and stay awake? Who are we
I'm going to compete. Where's Mark?
See, that's what I love about me. I don't compete for shit. I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm going to bed.
I don't try to compete.
I know. It's
right?
amazing.
I don't. So, the other day we went to the gym. You were speaking about, like, they tell us there's as much time. I remember, it was me, you, and Blanca. And then they were like, there's a 1 minute all out or whatever. And then we like do it. And then I think even Blanca had said like, that was a fucking long ass minute.
Yeah.
There's
I remember
no
that.
way.
Yeah.
I was
It
like,
felt longer.
It felt so long. It felt like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, a minute all out is long.
It is
long. I mean, it is long for an all out.
So Friday. So Friday is technically my day off. Fridays are.
But you did not take it.
But I always go to the gym with Alicia on Fridays because I don't get a chance to work out with her.
So you go every day?
I go pretty much every day. Except this last week, there was 2 days I missed.
Boy.
Right? Because JJ had a game.
That's
and
wild.
then the day before, my Achilles was kind of acting up on my left leg. And so I was just like, let me just take a minute.
Yeah.
Because I diagnosed myself. I think I have plantar fasciitis or
That
whatever
makes
they call it.
sense.
I think that's what I have.
You need an insole.
Well, I have a you see me wear my thing on my foot.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be for that.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, like it's just been that kind of like a little more sore than normal.
I gotcha.
Something I've kind of looked into is the shoes I'm wearing are kind of like notorious for that. But anyway. But if you have that issue. So like I said, I'm not my own doctor, whatever. But so Friday comes and I'm like, fuck, I kind of don't want to work out. But you know what? I've missed 2 days. Thursday, I went Thursday, and like I was like, okay, I can't.
Yeah, you can't
I don't like
do
to miss
5 days a week.
I don't like to miss too much, right? I missed
Sure.
2 days in a row, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Well, I get what you mean. You brought up before, like if you don't want to go for you feel like then you have to go.
Yeah, that for me, mentally, for my mental health, for me, going to the gym is very therapeutic and it puts me in a good place.
Sure.
If I miss, I really hate it.
You feel it.
I do.
You feel the difference if you do.
I do.
Yeah.
Alicia, she's like, fuck, I can miss every day. I don't give a fuck.
See, I'm more like Alicia.
Yeah.
I go because I know that I go for sustenance. Is that what it is?
Substance?
Whatever that word is, you're making sure that you can go for the long haul, right?
Yeah.
I do it because it must be done.
Yes.
I don't do it because I want to. Although I do love the gym. It is a great environment. But yeah, I don't. I feel so much joy when I'm like, I'm not going today.
Alicia's the same way. Yeah, I get it.
It's like, oh, this is wonderful.
Alicia's like, are you going? Like on Thursday night, she's like, you going to the gym tomorrow? I'm like, I can't miss another day, dude. I already missed these days. Like, I missed last Friday. And I enjoy having Mark as my coach.
Sure.
Right? Yeah. Mark, to me.
You guys are a very similar mentality.
Yeah.
It's a
anyway,
good push.
So Friday comes. I wake up. I don't think I slept the greatest Thursday night. Anyway, I stay up a little later because I'm like, okay, I did that stupid math thing. Typically, I go to 4 in the morning. Right? 4:01 is when I get up.
Yeah.
Every morning, Monday through Thursday. Friday, 5:21 is when I get up. Right?
That's early as shit.
Yeah.
That kills me.
So 5:21, I get up
You know
on
when I get
Fridays.
6:20.
Right?
And that for me is like, fuck.
And so I'm like, okay, getting ready for the gym. And then I was like, this particular Friday, just this last Friday, I was just like, fuck, I kind of wish I would have skipped. But I didn't. But I was like, I don't really feel like running much. I feel like kind of just like taking it easy.
A green day, if you will.
Which I was going to do.
Yeah.
And then there's this guy named Andy. He's 47 years old. He's this ultra marathoner. He travels the country. He does
ultra marathoning.
Him and his daughter, who's 18.
So you're saying Spartan racing?
Spartan, like he does Spartan competitions where like he goes.
So
him and his wife. Him and his daughter went to Dubai to some world championships, right?
So they're literal Spartans. Like they go and fight.
So this fool, like he was like, yeah, I got the record at Orange Theory for the quickest mile at the Kennewick one.
Well, yeah, you're a Spartan.
5-minute miles.
Yeah.
He does 12. He ran a mile at 12 the whole time.
That's okay.
Right?
I run 6 now. I'm proud of myself.
My best mile on the treadmill at my age is 5:20 something, right? Which I'm proud of. I'm not going to lie. I was proud of it. That's pretty good.
You're like half of me.
And so like Alicia's trying to sign me up on this treadmill, we'll say 8, right? And then the girl, that Karima girl, was like, nah, Mark wants Jesse on 6 to be next to Andy to like kind of run with him. And I was like, and she's like, well, no, I want to be next to me when we're working out. She's like, well, Mark wanted this. And I'm like,
too bad.
And I go, you know what? It's fine, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
And then we start running. And so then I'm like, fuck. And then me being me, I'm just like, let's do it. Fuck it.
But that's what makes you an elite athlete.
And so I'm like running. And then I kind of outrun the guy.
Nice.
Which felt good. But I put an asterisk on that because and I'm just saying.
I call bullshit on that.
He hurt himself.
Whole story up here, yeah.
He kind of like.
That's what I would say too if I were talking shit.
So he wasn't talking shit, but like I kind of like he's seen that. I'm like, I'm keeping up. I'm keeping. I the whole time I'm like not. He's at a 10. I'm at a 10.
Yeah.
He's at Then the way I work is I'm at a 10. We'll say, and then as I get the longer in my runs, I'll bump it up.
Sure.
I get faster, right?
Yeah.
Because that's just, for me, that's my training, right? Mm-hmm. And so I think, in my head, I think he saw that and he was like, ooh, I ran yesterday, so my legs kind of.
Yeah. Well, why would you say that if you weren't thinking that?
So in my head, that's what I think.
Me.
Because he was like, oh, this guy's kind of cute.
Yeah.
But then he was cool. Like, the cool thing about him, he's like, man, you fucking pushed me.
Nice.
And so, like, for me, that's my competition. But I didn't want to run. And then there's that. And then today, they're doing for charity for school.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were doing that fundraiser for the schools.
I was there, yes.
And so.
Actually, I threw my back out, I think.
I'm trying to actually help them with an IT issue. Really? Because one of the TVs wasn't working.
Oh, nice.
Because there was a TV here, and the one in the middle wasn't working.
Really?
And so I'm asking him, like, hey, how do you guys usually have these connected? Like,
yeah.
Mark's like, do you do IT? You do IT, right? And I'm like, well, yeah, like, what can I'll help, man. Like, I'm down.
Throw me some
But then
money.
I didn't know Mark was actually working out, and then he was next to me, and I'm like,
so then you got to race Mark.
So then I got to go against Mark, which I did fine.
Have you gotten to that point where your legs just feel like, for me, right? I will run, I'll like push, right? And I get stronger. I know I'm stronger now. But then I feel like I can go the next day and push, but it hurts, right?
Today was that
Are
day.
you at the point now where like you're kind of through that? Is it just a mental space?
There's a mental...
Because you're going almost every day. So how do you recover?
So there is a mental aspect to it, right? Because like today, because you gotta realize there's at our gym, you're not only running, but then you're doing also weights.
Yeah, right.
So some days you're doing like squats. You're doing these things where it's kind of working your like quads, your hamstrings, and so as a runner, those are very important muscles.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
And so today was one of those days where it's like, previously the last couple of days I've been working those. And so today I was like, man, my legs are kind of sore. And especially after I ran Friday, I'm like, my legs are sore. I'm not ready to run. So it is there is a mental aspect in the sense that I can push it. I can push past it, because a soreness really is, your muscles are sore. Right. It's not like they're strained to the point where they're going to pull or you're going to break them. But in your head, if you're like, they're sore, maybe I'm going to be slow. Right. And so then you stay slow.
So you just kind of fight through it and then get to the other side.
Yeah. You know what?
Because there is that point after so many minutes.
So anytime I run, it'll be the first, we'll say 10 to 15 minutes. It really takes me a minute to like feel my run. And I'm like, oh God, my legs are feeling like, I look at it like I have these cast iron, like this metal on my legs. And as I run, Forrest Gump, that's the perfect example.
Absolutely.
So you remember Forrest Gump when he was little? He's running, and then all of a sudden he starts running, and the fucking shit starts throwing off him.
The bolts start falling off.
That's exactly the same.
I understand that.
That's exactly.
I understand
that's
that, because
exactly
you
how
can
it
feel
feels.
it. You can feel it when you start to hit that stride. Your lungs start to kick in normal. Your legs start to get that flow.
And so today was one of those days where I was just like, you know what, I want to do this for the kids. So it's the thing was, you run a quarter mile, so 0.25, and then you go row for 100. Then you come back, run 0.25, row for 200, come back 2.5, and then come back, row 300, and then you come back and you just keep running until 11 minutes is over, right, for that first block. And so that's what I did. And oh my God, I was just like, okay, I'm going to do 11. I'm going to do this. I'm going to just run hard.
So you were on 11 the entire time?
Yeah. And Mark was at a 10. But the difference between 10 and 11, it's not a big difference, dude. We're talking 3 seconds.
I understand.
We're talking 3. But the difference between running on 11 and a 10 when you're actually running,
I was going to say.
But I'm like,
it is a band that's going around at a certain speed.
Yeah, so I was like, what the fuck am I doing? But I'm also in my head, I'm like, I want to outrun this guy, right?
Sure.
And so there was times right there where I was just like, I felt like Forrest Gump, where okay, now the metal's finally breaking off. Okay, I can feel it now. Yeah. But like the coach, she was like, I think her name's Emily. She's like kind of been a fill-in coach.
The new gal?
She's kind of new, but she used to work there, I guess.
Is she the gal that
she's
I
pregnant.
Worked out with?
Maybe.
I think we've all been there together.
Yeah.
Okay.
She has glasses?
Yes.
Yeah. That's the gal.
Okay.
Not no.
She's pregnant. She's gonna have a baby?
Yep.
Nice. That's
Unless she's getting fat and she ain't doing her job.
Did you
I should ask.
Did you ask, or are you just saying she's
never
pregnant?
ask a woman.
Well, what if she's not? What if she just has workout belly? I don't know.
Nah.
Okay.
You know when a girl's pregnant.
All right.
As being you've had a baby. You haven't technically. Like your wife.
Yeah, he outed me. I've had quite a few children.
But you know what I mean? Yeah. You know when a woman's pregnant. They have like a certain shape.
Yeah.
Right?
I just am not gutsy enough to.
Oh, I won't ask. I can tell.
Well, some of those folks listen to the podcast.
By
the way, thank you for listening, friends.
I can tell that she's pregnant.
Okay.
I'm not. Yeah, she's pregnant.
She's in good shape, so
yeah, she's pregnant, right?
Okay.
But like
there's lots of girls
pregnant.
She's in good shape. She's fucking pregnant.
She's so pregnant. Well, no, because she's like skinny, pregnant belly, skinny, right?
But what if she just has like a build like that?
She just beer belly.
What's
she loves Coors.
What if it's a muscle
Banquet
thing? Hey, I mean, there's worse beers.
I guess it's true. Coors is so good though.
Coors is good. I do Coors Light, but I mean, I haven't done Banquet.
It's good.
I'm sure it's really good.
It is.
I'm sure it's really
It is good. Actually very good.
It's the Banquet beer.
But no, she is pregnant though. I think she's talked about it before.
Okay, all right.
But
that makes you feel better.
Yeah. I'll never. As a man,
when did the baby come?
could you imagine?
No,
I would never ask any woman that.
because I've had that assumption before and found out no.
You know what's crazy though? And I was just telling Alicia this today because I thought I told her the story. I told Alicia, I go, my stalker is at our gym now. Well, I don't know if she was my stalker, but
I know what you mean.
she was low key my stalker.
Sure.
Bringing me lunch when I didn't
Potentially
ask for
stalker.
Potentially, we'll say 95% stalker.
But she quit after you showed no sign of interest, right? Like she didn't show
yeah.
up outside of your house with a knife or something.
She would just show up at my work without me asking to be at my work.
How long? How long did that go on?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Not like months or anything crazy like that.
All right. So she wasn't a crazy stalker.
There's stalker mentality for sure. Like I didn't ask
you. You could see it going that way. Yeah.
Did I ask you to bring me Subway? No, I didn't. But you did.
That's a nice thing to do, Jesse.
It is very nice. Don't get me wrong. But like, I just remember there came to a point where I told the front desk, if this person shows up, I'm not here. That's where that point came up.
Oof.
And so this.
Do you think that she's at the gym now because of you?
I hope not. I hope she's at the gym because she's at the gym for herself.
I think she is.
Well, she is. She is.
Yeah.
She was there.
Have you gotten any sense of any awkwardness? Anything?
Yeah.
Really?
Awkwardness in the sense that like
she remembers those times too, kind of a thing.
Probably, but she awkwardness in the sense that I won't talk to her like that.
Gotcha.
We were at the gym, all three of us.
Yeah.
And she was there that day, and
Yeah.
I was just like ignoring her, like I'm not gonna talk to her. And then Friday actually she was there at the 4:00 class or whatever, 4:15 or whatever class they are. And then me and Alicia showed up, and then she was leaving. There wasn't like she saw me or anything, but like I don't know. I just know there was in that sense, and then we're talking 12 years ago. This is before I even knew Alicia. This is after me and Blanca had split up. There was my gap, right?
Yeah.
It was in that time period. So, but like Tom helped her. Oh, and then I told Tom like. And he's like, you just told me that fucking story the other day.
It was weird. And no, she's very nice.
She's very nice. Don't get me wrong. She's very nice.
I helped her because if you've never been to the gym, it's a lot at first.
It is.
I mean, when you're trying to figure it out and listen, it's a lot of structure. They tell you what you're going to do. And when you don't know how the equipment works or where the numbers are or, like I was very overwhelmed.
Well, same.
And I
could
tell that she wasn't getting what the coach was saying. So her water bottle fell, it happens. And it was jammed underneath the thing. So it's like, oh, I can help. I got it. Because you can just lift up the...
Oh, yeah.
What you call it?
The treadmill.
Yeah, you can set the incline.
Incline, yeah.
And so I was able to get it out. And then I just gave her, she was next to me, so I just help her out if she was confused or didn't know what was going on. I didn't realize that you had just the week before told me the story about which I never heard before. That part was the part, because I haven't gotten any, weird sense from her.
She's a very nice gal.
Yeah, she
don't get me wrong.
Very nice.
Don't get me wrong. It was just in that time of my life. It was just like, like I had just said earlier, I'm a very introverted person. So when people are a certain way, I don't react.
Well, and at that time you were single as well. So I'm sure that the knowledge of life position and all that.
So I was actually friends with, she had a friend named Patricia that I was friends with that was like, she was like this nerdy girl. And I have a thing for nerdy girls, whatever. Gotcha. But she was like very nerdy and like, I wasn't really like, hey, let's go on a date, girl. You're so hot. But like, anyway. That was a long time.
You wanted to take her to Pound Town?
No, not even like that. It wasn't even like that, right? It was just Pound Town. Okay. I wanted to clap them.
Where have I heard that?
Righteous Gemstones.
So funny. Probably.
But like, it was just
God. Yeah.
Anyway, all that happened, and it was just, it was what it was. And
by the way, Mike's daughter listens to our podcast.
Who's?
Mike from work. His daughter listens to our podcast.
How old is she?
Middle school. So.
Bro, you can't say Pound Town.
I know. Well, that's why I'm saying.
There's an actual town in Jersey.
Just so Mike, we did warn the age, whatever you call it.
Although the last podcast you forgot to add the explicit warning label. You did. I had to add that.
Oh, oops. Hey, you know what?
you know the podcast for it didn't come out till 5 p.m.
Well, I sucked last week. Apparently
for Facebook. We didn't showed up. At 5
we didn't even drink last week.
No, we didn't.
So I just am a dumbass. I hadn't.
No, did we?
I don't think so. I don't think we did. I
don't think. I kind of wish you had more.
Well, that's why I didn't bring
I'm
more.
glad you didn't bring more.
Yeah,
oh my God! I'm like,
see, here you can have this. I got to drive home. But
he has to drive so far, guys.
I do. Well, I got my son. I got
4 minutes away. He can spend the night if he wants.
Well, no, you guys are going out of town.
Not till like 11 or 12.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he can spend that.
If he wants to spend the night, he can
give me that back. No, if you want it, please.
No. But anyway,
yeah.
I don't know.
I do want to switch gears a little bit.
Switch
we
gears.
were talking.
Well, I don't even know what the fuck how we got where we were at.
We were talking about Orange Theory and the people there and stuff.
Yeah, awesome environment. I'm glad that girl's there. She's trying to better her life and doing that stuff. Like, I think that's awesome.
It's very hard.
I really do.
It's tough workouts.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I was there and she needed help, I would help. Mm-hmm. Because that's just who I am.
No, I understand. With the history there, you don't want to send a signal.
I don't.
And
I think she understands.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
sure.
think she understands. It's not like Alicia, when I told her that, she was, I'm like, babe.
She was getting all
don't worry.
Upset. Like,
nah, she's acting
sandwich?
She's at no, God, no. No, that's the sandwich I don't want. But anyway, go ahead. Okay. What was you gonna say?
You're so honest. I
am.
Appreciate your honesty. So
I'm not gonna lie.
Block and I went to one of the best movies I've seen in a long time.
When you say that, like, what do you mean?
Like, I am replaying the movie in my head and want to go watch it again.
Oh, it's that good? Huh?
I would pay to go watch it again.
It's that good, huh?
To me, I
want to watch it, but I hate that Alicia hates that actor.
Yeah, all right. So I don't give two shits. Like, most movies
I love
that this actor's
plot.
in,
I love a good story.
Yeah, and like, I'm not really into boxing that much, so like, I haven't been into a lot of the movies that he's done in the past.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of his.
It's the movie Sinners.
Michael B. Jordan.
With Michael B. Jordan.
Great actor. And not great actor, but he's a good actor.
So I really like the blues, right? The old Delta blues, like old school 20s, 30s blues, right?
Mm-hmm. I like the Browns.
It comes from this era where, like, in the deep South, like, there was a lot of pain, right? Mm-hmm. And this music is written out of this pain.
Okay.
So, like, if you listen to the blues, it's songs about your woman. It's songs about this, like, your life sucking, your pain. But it comes directly from this, like, recently freed slave experience.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So when you listen to the blues, there's a lot to it. Mm-hmm. And so this movie, Sinners, takes you to rural Mississippi in, like, the early 1930s.
I feel like Mississippi's still pretty racist.
It's creepy, right? Like, there's a creepy element to the Deep South.
I feel like there's still racism there.
I'm sure the Klan's fully active there.
Oh,
so this movie drops you right into this world.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm not going to give any spoilers because I'm only going to mention stuff that you see in the actual trailer for the movie. Mm-hmm. But you got blues.
Love it.
You got Michael B. Jordan.
He's Michael B. Jordan.
He did a really good job, I thought. Alicia,
so sexy,
whatever. But
she doesn't like him because she just feels like he's very cocky.
And I don't know.
That's not his fault. That's just how he's portrayed.
I don't like cocky people.
It's just how he's portrayed.
I just felt his character in this movie. I don't know, but so
his haircut. I love his haircut. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's all good. The movie was fun. The whole first half is this feeling of like you're getting ready for a party. You know, remember those old days when you're young and it's coming together. Everything's just coming together. Somebody makes a plan. There's a place.
Nope.
No.
But I get what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
So in this movie, the whole first part of it is what's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
They're putting all the pieces together, getting ready,
You're like,
getting
oh,
all
yeah.
the stuff. You're kind of getting the backstory. And then you see what's coming, which is what they show you in the trailer, which is this red-eyed demon or vampire or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Very
And
dust to dealt
it
till dawn
is a lot of that like vein of cinema. Okay. And then the shit starts to happen. And it is like oddly creepy, eerie in the perfect way.
Okay.
Everything about it just, it's like a fun movie with just enough creepy. Okay? Like it's not campy.
Yeah.
It's just perfect. I don't know how else to say it. In my view,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
There's so much in this movie, and I've seen some other shows kind of like this, like where you just feel like for you, it's just, it couldn't have been better.
Yeah.
I have no criticism at all. Like the whole movie, I'm just like,
You were on your edge.
You know when you're in a movie and you're like, how much longer is this going to be?
But it's one of those movies where
This
you're
is like,
oh, dude, the movie's gonna end any minute.
Now I'm sitting here at home thinking through the scenes and like really wanting to go watch it again.
Yeah.
Like this is a movie I will watch when it comes out to stream. It'll probably be on every weekend for a while.
Well, I hate movies where it's not that I don't hate movies, but like there's movies where it's like you'll see it and you're like, fuck. And then you just keep watching it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This
for me, Interstellar's that movie, right?
I
love Interstellar.
This is Interstellar level, I'm telling you.
I love movies like that.
And it's not trippy. Like, Interstellar obviously had all these other elements
Interstellar
to it,
for me is not trippy. It's just something about that movie. For me, I love space.
Yeah.
There's just something about that movie that I just really
I think you would like... Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No. There's something about that movie that I genuinely love. So when you say this Sinners movie is a movie that you could see yourself watching,
over and over, yeah,
that's how I feel. Like Interstellar is a movie I could probably watch multiple times, but there's times like I'm like I've already seen it.
Yeah,
like, I saw it last week. Like let's not watch it, right?
Well, there's a supernatural element to it that I think you would really like. Because it's like I'm not going to say anything, but. You need to watch this movie.
I think you would
really like it, and the music for me, in my view, is really cool.
Oh, I love when they have like a good soundtrack.
What I loved about it was, you're taking
Michael B. Jordan.
Obviously, like, blah, but no, in all seriousness, you're going back to the deep South. 1930s Mississippi.
So you love the racism?
Yeah, fucking love it, man.
Okay, I got you.
No, not at all. But
I know.
The undertone of the theme here, right, is like in the literal world that they're in this movie. It's all about these like vampires, and this racist element is there. Yeah, but it's about these like monsters. But the undertone really is just the reality of these racist, like literal clan members, right?
That's crazy.
So it's like it's putting you in this place of like, really, were the clan members any better than being chased down by vampires?
It got,
you know what I'm saying?
Super good reviews.
Well, it should. And then I found out, because like we've talked about this before. One of the things that was really, I don't know, off-putting at times, and I'm a pretty open-minded guy, but when you feel like things are forced, like we talked about this before in cinema, where you feel like things are done just for the point of making a statement.
A lot of Disney movies.
And it doesn't always result in like anything better or great or whatever. One thing I love about this movie, whether they did it on purpose or not, doesn't really matter. Yeah. It is a fantastic movie. The director is an African-American guy. Okay. They didn't advertise that. It wasn't a big deal. It just is a fact. So many of the actors African American, right? Like the story is about that, right? Yeah. The cinematographer,
dude, the way they dress. Sorry to like.
No. The 30s dress. I would do it today. I do too, man.
Love it.
You and me, 1930s gangsters. Bro. Let's do it.
Something about the suits they
love
wore.
it.
I love that
I love
shit.
it too.
I
really do.
that shit.
The fucking hats, the cars.
Bro, how clean does that look?
It's so clean.
It's so classy.
I love it.
Okay, go ahead.
It's so
sorry.
amazing. No, but
I seen how he was dressed. I was just like, dude, that's so clean.
The
I love
whole
it.
movie, right?
I love
like
that
all
shit.
of it is like that.
Ahead.
It makes you feel like you're there. But the cinematographer, I didn't know until after I watched the movie. I was like not even looking it up, but there was something that came up about it. She's the first woman cinematographer to film on IMAX.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
Me neither. Until right now.
So I just blew your
You
mind.
didn't know that?
And
Everyone knew that.
Just this stuff where it's like it wasn't the point, right?
Yeah.
It's just she is better than everybody else, in my view.
I love that shit.
The way that everything worked in this movie, every choice made, everything done, every scene, every cut, every sound, everything, I am in love with. I want to watch this movie again so bad.
But that's kind of like what we were just talking about too last week with Schitt's Creek, right? Mm-hmm. Like
David Rose's character.
His character is you know, homosexual. Like there's never a point where it feels forced.
Exactly.
It's just it is what it is.
It's not shaming you for anything. And I'm an open look, I don't like racism. I think gay people are great. But I do get annoyed when you feel like something is
forced.
Yeah, when it doesn't feel authentic. You know?
Like yeah. There's been times where like I feel like you're putting that in my throat, and like you're making me
and you're passing a judgment.
Like holy shit, that's 9 inches. I didn't want 9 inches. Yeah. I wanted 7.3.
I was ready for 3. I was ready for 3 inches. Okay,
and you
I
put a 9-inch dick in my mouth,
and now I got 12 inches. What am I supposed to do?
Like thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, exactly. You nailed it on the head.
No, but you know what I mean?
No, I do know. No, because it's you feel like often I feel like I'm in a position of like, you know, you just like judgment. Like,
of course.
You feel judged. Anytime somebody feels judged, whether they really feel that or not, or think that or not, I think it puts up a wall, you know?
Oh, 100%.
And that's what I love about stuff like this, where it's proving the point.
Yeah.
But in like the most honest way, you know?
Yeah.
And anyway, it doesn't really matter.
I want to see that movie.
I think there was an authenticity of a. I will say in this case, like a black director is going to understand
a black actor.
Well, no, I'm saying like, you know, Deep South Mississippi racism. I don't think a white director would.
You don't think so?
I don't think a white director would be able to give the same emotional depth. You know what I'm saying to it?
For sure. So when I was in high school, one of my final papers, we'll say. So some of you who've listened to this podcast for the whole time,
all these years, have we been
so many? We got like probably like 1.3 million. But you know,
years those or people,
millions of people have
listened.
Yeah.
We've been on for almost 4 years.
Crazy,
right? Are we almost 4 years, or are we over 4 years now?
Like probably 25 years.
I think we're 4 years.
Yeah, almost. Wow, almost September. We'll probably be 4.
We might be over 4 now.
Nah, I think 4.
I'm gonna go off with you.
I don't know. Anyway,
the point you were making,
I don't remember, but like,
yeah.
I don't know. What the fuck was I saying?
People listening for a long time know
that
something about
me not being racist. I ain't racist, bro.
not in the least. No,
not even.
You really aren't. I mean,
but like, no, like there comes a point
that usually makes.
I'm like, I don't know where I'm going with this.
Yeah,
but there comes a point where like Tom was saying, like, you know, he comes up across these people. You know, he's not a racist guy, obviously. I'm not racist. We might say some crazy shit.
I'm getting real nervous.
I don't know where this conversation was going. There was something I was going to bring up about the whole story.
Racist, we think.
He's not. I love this guy. He's not at all. But like, you know what? I don't know what the fuck was going to happen.
No, you were saying something. I think you were coming to a real point. Like
I was, but I kind of lost track.
All right,
I'm not going to lie.
Something about high school. races in high school. Maybe somebody was mean. Maybe somebody was a bully. Maybe
I had some bullies in high school.
You had a very diverse school, right?
I did. When I was growing up in Seattle, one of the schools I went to was pretty diverse.
Yeah,
so
I did not.
I want to say it was
school.
I don't know. I don't know where I was going with this conversation. There was something going to happen. Okay. I forgot.
I'm sorry.
I feel like I fucked it up.
I feel like I screwed it up. I think I'm
going to go home.
Wait, I am. You are home. You're going to send me home.
But like, no, like to Tom's point, you watch these movies and like Tom said, like he's not watching it because there's this racism aspect. He's just watching it because it's like a good movie. And stuff through that movie that you typically see, in my opinion, Disney throw out, right? Or other places throw out where it's like, oh, maybe Tom's not being authentic in this sense or that sense. But like,
you know what I mean? How am I not being?
Well, no. We're in the sense of like, say you're enjoying this movie,
sure,
but like, there's not like an aspect of racism coming out of your head, right?
Okay, all right. Like but I'm just there seeing.
I love
Cinderella.
This movie. Like, Cinderella's a great movie. Fucking Sinners is a fucking fantastic movie.
Yeah.
You're not looking at it like
I'm there for the monsters.
You're there for the movie.
I'm just like, man, they're shooting people.
You're not looking at like
that's cool.
20 minutes later where you're like, Michael B. Jordan is a black man. This, that, and the other.
Why is he the hero of this movie?
This is what's
going on? Yeah, I'm leaving.
You know what I mean?
Well, first of all, if you're dumb enough to go and not,
but no. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in that sense. Like, you're not looking at it in that sense.
Sure. It's really a non-racial view. I get what you mean. Yeah.
And in that sense, I'm not saying other people are looking at it that way, but like...
Yeah.
You're not.
There are... I would imagine some of the themes in the movie, people would look that way, if you're fucking racist, but...
You're super
No, the movie
bitch.
itself, like, man, it just was...
I want to watch it.
Really...
It looks cool.
Well done. And so fun. I mean, like, just the idea... that part in the trailer where he's got the Tommy gun.
Oh, dude!
Shooting.
Why are Tommy guns so sick?
Freaking cool?
What is it about Tommy guns that are so sick?
I think it's the amount of capacity and just like
it holds 150 rounds,
and it just
probably doesn't.
Old school. No, I mean I don't know what it holds, but a lot. It brings up so much imagery, but. I mean, and then you watch the movie and you put all the pieces together that you don't see in the trailer, and I'm telling you, it gets like 10 times better. But I just have not, and I've enjoyed a lot of movies. I told you guys just last week about the Hell of a Summer and how fun that movie was. I mean, that movie was a fun, campy movie.
Dude. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
A Tommy gun typically holds either 20 or 30 rounds in a standard box magazine, or 50 or 100 rounds in a drum magazine.
Which, I mean, the drum magazine's where you're going.
Bro, you gotta use
Are you going to use a Tommy gun with a fucking stick magazine?
Get the fuck out.
Who's seen that?
Go home.
Nobody's seen that.
You ain't going... You know what? If I see you using a stick magazine on a Tommy gun, go home.
I want you to...
I'm calling the cops on you.
I want you to imagine Home Alone.
You're doing time for migraine because you fucking it all up.
I agree. You're going to do migraine. Imagine
you're getting raped.
Imagine watching Home Alone, and you get to that scene. You've watched Home Alone, right?
I've never seen that. What's that movie? Home Alone?
Are you fucking kidding me? You're joking.
I've never heard of that movie.
Yeah,
Macaulay Culkin's Home Alone with
yes,
yeah, I know.
Joe Pesci. I was gonna say, dude, you are not an American.
Say it on to my
the guy's like, I'm gonna give you to the counter tree to get you lion.
Yeah.
No good. Keist off my property before I pump your guts full of lead. Can you imagine that with a freaking stick, like a banana clip? No, you need. Yeah.
You need that whole clip.
How would you even lock that thing in?
Dude, it's so
anyway,
sick.
I'm just saying this movie is so amazing. To me, it was one of the best I've seen in years.
If it's the worst movie I've ever seen, and Tom says that, I'm never trusting game.
I was excited as hell for Nosferatu, and I think they did a very good job. I love this more than I like that movie.
So that movie, they actually have an extended version of that.
Of which one? Nosferatu?
Mm-hmm. On Paramount Plus.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm watching it tonight because I've watched it on Peacock or something recently.
Yeah, wherever it's on Paramount Plus or something, there's a extended version of it.
Really?
Yep.
Have you watched it?
I haven't even seen it.
Have you watched it?
Arnold, I have not seen it.
The extended version. You gotta watch it. That's crazy.
I haven't seen it yet, but
how do you know it's extended?
Like I said,
Yeah,
I have a very hard time falling asleep. So last night I'm like looking for something to watch.
Very easy time to fall asleep.
I don't.
It's sad.
So I'm like looking for something to watch, and I happened to seen that movie, and yeah, so.
Johnny Depp's daughter shows her boobs in that movie. It's pretty wild. Who? Johnny Depp's daughter is the gal in that movie.
How old is she?
Old. I mean, she's adult.
Old,
she's
like
adult.
What do you mean old?
20.
Like 30?
Like, probably, maybe.
There's her boobs.
Maybe.
Nice? Dude, I love boobs.
You know,
I love.
Yeah,
boobies.
I mean, I'm gonna say yes. They're small. They're on the small side, but they're nice.
Do you like small boobs or big boobs?
See.
Solid C or bigger?
Too big. I don't know. Too big. I don't think.
So there's this girl. Before I met Alicia, and I think it was just before.
By the way, this is probably the most sexist conversation.
Super sexist. If you don't want to listen to this, go home.
Yeah. There's two people that listen to us.
Obviously, I love Latino women.
Yes.
There was this girl that worked at, I think it was Charter. So it was just after, just before I met Alicia, for sure. And then me and Blanca weren't together. But she had like
way to cover your tracks.
We'll say. I don't know. All I know is she had like double D's, 34 double D's. Like they were like nice boobs.
Yeah.
She may or may not have showed me her boobies.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Boy, you had quite the life, my friend.
I'm not saying it was bad, but I was just like
a little like.
I was like, wow.
Yeah. I don't know.
I felt like a fucking what is
Larry Harrier Moe.
Yeah,
for real.
For real. I was like, oh shit, those are some big dudes.
No, I mean it's like and hey, to big-breasted women, like it's a beautiful thing.
So there's a
small breast women.
So before I even moved to this side of the Washington, right? Before I even went to Job Corps, I used to work at Arby's, and there was this girl that I used to kind of like fuck around with, right? She was probably 7 to 10 years older than I was, right? And she had like my titties are bigger.
Oh, okay.
Right? She didn't have big boobs.
Okay.
Like they weren't big. But like I remember she ended up getting a boob job and she wanted me to like look at them, and I'm like, you know what?
All right.
Fine.
For you.
Because you want me to.
What'd you
Whatever. Think? They were still kind of small. They weren't that great.
Like A cup?
Yeah. They went from a negative, like, what's under an A cup?
Like a boy cup kind of deal?
No, because B sounds bigger than A, right? They were like well,
yeah, but I mean, like,
what are you seeing before the alphabet? Like that's how small they were.
Like was it a boy's chest?
Yeah, they were small.
Okay,
bro. Like my titties were bigger.
Gotcha.
Right, they're still bigger. But then she got her boob job, and they were obviously a lot bigger. And then I don't know, I was going to the big titty fucking conversation, bro.
Out there,
but like her titties was that nicer.
Okay.
And then so I don't know where that conversation was going.
I don't know. I have no idea. I think it's a little off the rails. Luckily, can you imagine if I did bring more whiskey? It would have been.
I was like, bring more titties or
bring more titties. You remember
those titties?
No,
but like no, like she was cool, but like I don't know.
Cool. But she had small boobs.
She had small titties, bro. Like I don't know, something about big boobs make you. It's just things are different.
There's a fine window.
There is
for me that works.
And obviously I'm saying stuff that sounds fucked up, But you got to realize the stuff I'm saying it's happened probably 15 years ago.
Yeah. You're not the same Jesse that you were.
I'm not. I'm a much older Jesse. Yeah. And then I'm not going to fucking throw people on the bus from 15 years ago because I don't fucking remember their name.
Even though you did.
I did. But who knows her name?
Did you literally?
Raise your hand. Hey.
People, she does.
Hey, raise your hand if you know her name.
She does. You gave all the important clues.
How many people have titty jobs?
Charter back in 2000.
No, the titty job one was before it was even.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's
this
right.
side of Washington, bro.
That's right. You said the other side of Washington.
Yeah. I wasn't even over here.
You got small boobs and you're in Western Washington. You better watch out.
And your name's this. You better watch out.
Yeah. No, you didn't give her name. You didn't give her.
No, I didn't give her name. But the crazy thing about her was, like, she was older than I was. Mm-hmm. And so, like, a lot of my, like, experiences sexually came from her. She was actually with a married couple.
Oh, you said that before.
Right?
Yeah.
She was cool as fuck.
Quite the life.
She was cool as fuck, but, like, you know, like, obviously she showed me stuff that, like, I would have probably never thought of trying, right? But there's things in that I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Think back.
Crazy. Did you just use those balls inside your thingy? Like, wow. Are those stress balls in your vagina?
Wow.
That's crazy.
She's very much less stressed now, I guess.
They were like vagina balls, bro.
Yeah, my brother found a dead lady with those once.
He's a
cop. He's a cop.
Why not a dead lady?
No, yeah.
What if it was her?
He has said that there's been some crazy things, like especially when you.
Be in there, bro.
I'm just saying, guys, when you die in a car wreck, just know, everyone's gonna know.
I'm gonna. Like, what if that was? But that's my DNA.
I'm
just kidding.
I think that was a long time ago.
You guys were like,
that DNA's been gone. Oh boy, it's.
If you guys don't really realize the age difference between me and Tom, I'm gonna be 45 in October. Tom's gonna be
39.
39.
I know I look like his dad, but I'm not.
He's my daddy.
Yeah, I was offered the senior discount twice at a thrift store. That was nice.
That's cool, though.
No, I said, I'm fine.
You should have used it.
I should have taken it. I should have ripped him off.
Dude, if that happens again, take it.
I will. Yes. Although I walked like an 80-year-old today because my fucking back's out.
You gotta fucking grab a fucking cane or something.
I will.
That'd be sick.
Dude, they've got a bunch of canes at somewhere. Where was I? I almost bought one. I was like, man, that would be so perfect. But anyway, watch Sinners. It's great. Tomorrow's Easter.
Tomorrow's Easter.
It's going to be a good time.
What's our question of the week? I threw one out there.
Is a ritual you have to do every day?
So what's something you have to do every day?
Daily ritual.
So for me, like Tom said, my ritual really technically is before I go to work, I always have to have my clothes set out.
Wow.
Right? Mm-hmm. I work. I get up at 4 a.m. So the night prior, I have to have my clothes set out. I have to have them ironed or steamed that night because.
So you do a fresh steaming or ironing the night before you wear them?
Every time. I'll shower, steam, and then I'll especially if.
Can I ask you, do you iron or steam them when they first come out of the laundry, hang them up, and then get them out and you redo it? So, you hang them up and then that's when you do it.
It just depends on what I'm going to wear or what I'm wearing, right?
Fair enough.
I won't just like, well, this is what I'm going to wear. You know, like...
Yeah.
If I'm like wearing a short sleeve polo or something, I'm like, oh, this is what I'm going to wear. And then, I'll wear these pants. And then I'll see the pants prepared. And then I'm like, well, they look fine. I don't think I'm going to steam them. Right, but the shirt, I'll be like, "Fuck, that's pretty wrinkled. I need it. I kind of need to fuck with that."
I understand.
So then I'll do that.
I get
so
you.
that for me, my ritual is when I come home from work. I work 5 in the morning to 3:30, so I come home around 4. The first thing I always do is I find what I'm going to wear for tomorrow, because I know I need to go to the gym by 5:30 or 6:45. Depending on the day, because JJ will have practice, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll say Wednesday is usually a game day, but Monday, Tuesday for sure we're practicing.
Yeah.
So I'll try to like skip or I'll work out late, but I always kind of work around certain things.
Yeah, sure. You're a good dad.
So that's kind of how I roll, really. It's just like, well, maybe I'll do this, and the other. What?
Gotcha. But then you'll make sure that you press or steam your clothes every day.
Every day. I always make sure my clothes are ready to go. And yeah, no, it's been working out.
Nice.
It just makes it easier because I don't want to do it at night, because the thing I suck at, there's times where I'm trying to be very quiet at night or in the morning, right?
Oh, sure.
I get up at 4 a.m. So there's been times
basically the middle of the night. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna grab this shirt because
Yeah.
it's my undershirt. But there's been a few times where I'm like, I'm gonna grab my undershirt. Oh, I grab it, and then a fucking like Alicia's fucking perfume or something will fall, and then that'll fall on a fucking like another piece of something, and then that piece of something will fall on this piano that I don't even have in my house, and then from there it'll fall on some cymbal.
Have you seen the new Final
I'm
Destination?
like, oh my fucking god!
Have you seen the new
happened?
Final Destination preview, whatever you call it, trailer? That's like literally you're describing,
bro. That's literally what
and then
happened.
all of a sudden, the lawnmower is going on your head,
bro. That's kind of what happened.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, okay, my shirts are here. So I grab it, my shirt, very quietly. I'm thinking I'm being so slick. Then it's like clank, 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 clank,
Yeah.
boom, 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 and then it's like, I'm like, oh my fucking god, my car just started in my fucking bedroom. What the fuck? How did that happen?
Yeah, it's very loud.
I'm
It makes sense.
like-
I get you.
like, oh
So
my God.
our house that we live in now, the closets in the bathroom,
Okay.
highly recommend it. It is the
well,
most amazing thing in
the showers in ours, and
the showers in your bedroom.
or in our bathroom.
Okay,
obviously.
in your bedroom.
And then like in our bathroom shower is typically the like our underwear and like
In
shorts.
your shower.
not in the shower but in the bathroom area.
Oh, okay.
So when I'm like gonna get my clothes for like I'm gonna wear these fucking
you got
shorts.
some basics, but
Yeah.
but you need.
You know what? I'm getting ready for the gym in the morning. My shit's there. I'm
I
not
got you, I
like
got you.
opening a drawer out but it's so loud. Everything's loud. I'm like
Yeah.
oh my god.
Old wood. You need to soap the wood.
I'm like, someone show me.
You can buy this wood soap that you put on it. It's not wood dressers and stuff.
The only thing I'm fucking soaping that's wood is my fucking dick. That's it.
So what do you keep your clothes in?
A dresser.
Right, which is made of
Graphite.
pencils. Pencil lead. All right. That makes sense, I guess. Yeah, I don't know that you can soap
I rub
that.
the wood
I don't know.
with soap. So is that what
Yeah.
you usually do? Is rub with
I
soap?
don't, but I was watching a
What kind of soap?
furniture refurbishing deal, and they have a dealio, and
Graphite.
they have the pencil lead. I keep my clothes in pencil lead. There's some sort of soap that you can get that's like a wax,
Oh, okay.
and you rub it
Makes
on
sense.
there. Like it's not soap, but it's like a bar of soap,
We have something like that.
and
Actually. It's pink.
it makes it slide better, I guess, according to these people.
That's okay. What
These refurbishers.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was just being stupid. I'm so dumb. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, you're good. Actually, no. I
fuck a
think
lot of
things.
stuff
I
up.
think you're very fun. Actually, right now, I'm glad I only brought the amount we had because I think anymore we probably wouldn't be as much fun. But
We would.
we're doing a pretty. you're
I'm like, bro, I
not
kind of want
agreeing
a
with me.
little more.
I'll bet. See, this
I'm
is
kidding.
the problem.
I'm glad he dropped just a little bit because I would have wanted more.
Yeah, it was a decanter. We had a good amount. It was 2 cups. I measured
Something
it
like
out.
that.
It was 2 cups.
It's like
To the cup. I actually put it in a measuring cup.
Tom goes, Jesse's going to drink 3 cups. I'm going to drink 1 cup.
I didn't say
And that's probably true.
I didn't say that.
He didn't have to.
It's true.
It's so true.
I'm going to Benihana's.
He's going to fucking squirt fucking
I'm gonna
piss in my mouth or fucking...
I'm going to squirt sake in your mouth.
Sake, yeah, there
I
you
can
go.
tell you it's water. It's like that'd be funny if it was the clown deal, you know, the clown sprayer.
Like on a fucking a sunflower.
Yeah, you know. And it's sake. How weird would that be?
It's sake piss.
That'd be pretty wild.
That's how I got piss in my mouth when I was younger. Is I'm just like, oh, you're gonna squirt stuff in my mouth? Why am I so available to put shit in my mouth? I'm such a fucking moron. What? I haven't learned my lessons since I was a fucking kid. Let me fucking open my
I
mouth.
forgot that was a real story.
Let me open my mouth.
Yeah, this guy got
I got piss in my
super
mouth.
soaked.
It was. I got super soaked piss in my mouth when I was younger.
Oh my god.
And then here I am like,
I forgot.
ooh.
And what if the guy at the restaurant was the kid that did that to you? What would you do? What would you do if that happened? You're at Benihana's.
Murder. I'd have probably just fucking drank more
sucks,
piss.
man.
Yeah. Piss is not that great.
It's piss, but it's also piss. It's in like hot
piss.
sun.
It's piss,
plastic.
but it's like, you know what's crazy about it? It's so good. I'm just kidding. It's so gross.
Do you think half the plastic in kids' brains comes from these squirt guns that they drink the water out of?
Oh, 100%.
You know, they say we have like how much plastic in our brains? It's insane the amount.
I have like a
plastic
little more than anybody.
Why is that?
Because I'm an idiot. Obviously.
Because I eat plastic.
Because I drank someone's piss for one.
Damn.
What a fucking moron I am.
Well, you didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah,
in
not
fairness,
obviously.
you were a tiny kid, and they said, "Open your mouth," and they shot you in the.
Oh, you're gonna drink water?
Well, you acknowledge you didn't have it in your house.
I never had water before.
What's water? Dude, that's how pissed were you when you're like,
So
wait
much
a
piss.
minute.
I was so pissed.
That's a bad
My
word.
mouth was
I guess
pissed
that's not
on.
quite what I meant.
He
But
pissed on my
were
asshole.
you angry when you realized what was happening? Were you upset?
You know what? To be honest with you,
No.
probably, but like,
Okay. How old were you when that happened? You're pretty young.
oh, I was 8 to 10.
Okay.
We'll say.
All right, like 3rd grade.
We'll say 8.
Okay.
Sure. I was 10's kind of being like
You're an old
you're fucking
2nd grader,
stupid piece of shit.
young 3rd grader.
I was still in Vegas.
Yeah.
We'll say.
Only those.
I say it
Vegas
was about
kids.
8. I'll say about 8.
Yeah, okay.
8 to
That sounds
9.
about right. I was 23. I was 23.
It was last week.
Yeah.
I
That's,
love when my wife pisses on my face. Like it's kind of
well, that's fine, but you don't want to get it squirted out of a squirt gun.
I rather squirt out of her pussy.
No, it's so weird. Yeah, I don't know. That whole
Why is getting
like
squirted
pee
on
and poop
kinda
thing.
hot though.
What?
Getting squirted on seems hot. I'm not even talking about the other squirt, but like sounds kind of hot. The other squirt though.
All right.
There's a girl. So there was this girl that I used to like talk to, and she was actually one of the only girls that I actually was very honest with. That like, she had this very. There was just something about her that I really respected, and I just really like. I wasn't ready for a long term relationship at the time, and I was very honest with her, and I might have told the story anyway. But she was a squirter, bruh. It was kind of cool. I don't even want to lie. Like,
I'm very giggly tonight, but
that dude.
that was such a somber, sweet moment. And then I told her I wasn't ready. I've been through this trauma, and she was a squirter.
No. Like
The
it was
segue into that. That was pretty great.
like,
Yeah.
like I was.
Yeah.
That was one of the girls. I was just like, I had a lot of respect for her.
Yeah,
in the
sure.
sense that like, I get where you're going, but I'm not. I'm not ready for long distance.
Yeah. Our
this,
journeys
that.
are different.
Yeah, like she was ready for long distance. And
Long
like,
distance or
long-term.
long term. Yeah.
Just a long term. She just wanted something, different, right?
Yeah.
she was ready. to settle.
Yeah. Okay.
But she was, and this is I'm not trying to be racist, but like she was a white gal that I was typically not into white girls, but she just, there's something about her.
Okay.
That I really
you
like.
Drived with her.
I just had like this connection, and then we just had this like, I don't know. There was just something that I was just like, I'm not ready for this or that, and she was like I said, she was a squirter, and like that was one of the first times I ever experienced that, and it was like, wow, this is kind of cool.
Wow.
It was actually kind of cool. Like nothing makes you feel more awesome than that. Like I'm not some porn star. But when that happened, I was just like,
maybe I am.
I'm gonna start OnlyFans before it even starts.
Do you want to hear a story of my humorous life?
But it was nothing like that. What's that?
I'm going to share something, and this really isn't meant in any kind of crude way. This is just to show the juxtaposition of your experiences versus mine. So that's happened to me once in my life.
Yeah.
And it was with my wife.
Okay.
Who I love and respect very much. So I don't say this to say anything about her. This is actually the only time that ever happened.
Yeah.
We were very pregnant.
Okay.
Very, very pregnant. It was actually towards the last few weeks of the pregnancy. And she had read somewhere that, engaging in coitus, if you will.
Coitus. Okay, Shelton.
Yeah, I know. That's where it came from. I'm just trying to make it, not
That's vulgar.
I got you. I'm trying to be teacher Tom here.
I got you. Got you, TT.
Yeah, TT.
Titty Tom, I got you.
And, so we're doing our thing, and all of a sudden I feel this gush. Well, I thought the water broke. She thought the water broke.
Oh, no, she's having.
Because both of us were like,
yeah.
Like, you got to tell me something? No. What just happened? She, after like 10 minutes, right, is like, I don't feel the baby moving. We're weeks away from giving birth.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, like, not at all. She's like, I don't know if it's just in my head or not, but I don't feel him moving. And like, usually he moves more than this.
Yeah.
So we think we killed the baby. Like,
Jesus.
I'm like, I don't think like I killed the baby.
You're like, yeah,
collective,
Daddy got him.
I'm thinking like this isn't good,
Going to the
So I'm
doctor.
like, I did. We were like,
no.
Yeah, I told him like, do you feel like we need to go to the hospital? Because like it was within days of like due date, right?
Okay.
And she's like, I don't know. So she starts crying. I'm like, okay, well, let's just go to the hospital. Like, so we're driving there, and she's freaked that the baby's dead.
Oh, man. That's got to be terrible.
So we got there, and as one of my students' moms was the nurse at the hospital, I was like, oh, she doesn't know who I am, but I recognize her from the meeting.
Tom's beating them kids.
We're like, we don't know. She's like, I don't feel the baby. I'm like, well, what were you doing? Like, so you have to like divulge.
Tom's like, that was.
They are so used to. They're so professional nurses.
No, of course.
Like, there's like this happens all the time.
It's normal.
She's just like, no, you just had, basically you squirted. I don't know what the technical term is. It's
orgasm. I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
Tom was clapping them cheeks.
Anyway, she's like, no, it's a normal thing. The baby, they did a sonogram. They're like, nope, the baby's fine. Mm-hmm. We went home a little embarrassed, but it was all good.
That
was my experience. Nothing makes you feel that good unless you think you murdered your kid.
How porn star you
when you think, bro. Not much. When I thought my son was dead.
Well, obviously. But afterwards, how, like, you're like.
The worst part, he was born with a black eye. He wasn't. I just
two black eyes.
He came out like this. No, I'm joking. But
you think something in his face? He's like, ah! What is that?
First chance he got. He nut shotted me. No.
But like, no, like.
Oh, it was crazy.
That's crazy.
Crazy. That was scary. That was one of the scariest things. Just that drive. And like, like, as a husband,
You don't know what the fuck's
I
going
don't
on.
feel it. I'm not gonna tell her like, no, like you're fine. It's like your kid's potentially dead. I'm like, no, let's go. That was a bad drive. That was a
Me and Lisa never had that, but also like, I don't know.
We're almost 2 hours in.
Oh shit, we'll probably end it.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Obviously, me and Alicia, like, you know, we have our moments of, you know, these good sex. I feel like decent sex, but we've never had that moment. Obviously,
Yeah, we had such good sex. We thought our kid died.
I thought I gave birth. Like that's
No.
crazy.
No, it's usually I wouldn't talk about that, but I do think that's an important parenting moment.
I think it happened.
You know,
What was our question of the week?
We already did it. We did it.
What was it?
It was what do you do? A ritual you have to do every day.
Oh damn, that is true. That
Yeah.
was fucking.
And you said
12
yours.
hours ago.
Squirt.
I squirt every day. I gotta
No,
squirt.
you ironed your clothes or you
Yeah, I have to.
steam them.
I have to.
For me, it's make coffee. I think
Well, I do
almost every day. There's some days that I don't do the coffee.
So I'll do coffee every
like
day.
I'm trying to think of something I absolutely do every day. I kiss my wife goodbye.
Well, yeah,
She's gonna say no. You don't do that.
So
But
I do that.
I try to do most of the
So my thing is, I have to. If I don't have coffee every day, I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to make sure my clothes are ironed,
sure,
and I definitely have to make sure I kiss Lisa.
because it just sets your day in the right motion, right?
And the one thing I do, and she always laughs, even though she's like, "What are you doing?" Is I'll always grab her like titty or fucking her butt or something.
Nice.
Hey, girl. Hey, I'm gonna
She's
sexually
devastated, like,
assault you, girl.
Yeah. Yeah, to all the crazies out there, don't worry. She likes it.
She does.
No, yeah.
She might not act like she likes it.
She might slap me when you say I said no.
She might have got a restraining order against me like 5 times, but she likes it. But like, no.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Just kidding.
Random question.
Yeah.
Do you like just eating peanut butter?
I love peanut butter.
I do too.
Just on a spoon.
I'll just
bro.
spoon it.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm going to do that when I get home. I'm going to have
Dude,
a big old spoon of
I
peanut
used
butter.
to stick my dick in that shit and I would suck it off my own penis. Bro.
Did you remove your...
Didn't have to.
Nice.
Pilates, bro.
All right. Windsor Pilates.
Pilates.
Was that called Windsor Pilates?
I don't know, but it fits.
Do you remember the old days? I think they called it Windsor Pilates.
Actually, no,
Now
I've
I'm wondering,
never done
was
that.
it like the Windsor...
But I love peanut butter.
Peanut butter's
I
so
would do
good.
that.
I've been doing
Off
it
a
lot.
spoon? Oh, so good.
I have a giant spoon.
I'm telling you, my go-to snack is a flour tortilla. I'll heat it up, then I'll spread peanut butter on
This
it,
is
then I'll
good.
fold it up, and then I'll just eat that shit. And it's
Man.
fucking fantastic. I've eaten that. That's one snack I've had my whole life since I was a kid. And that's a snack I'll eat until I'm dead. Like, to me, that is my ultimate snack, is that peanut butter on a flat tortilla. I'll thinly slice it. I'll thinly, like, layer it. Then I'll fold it up.
Yeah, roll
until
it up.
it's thin.
Do you fold it? You fold it
I
like a
fold it.
sandwich. Okay.
I'll fold it like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Not even like a
Oh,
sandwich.
I see.
Like a fan.
Uh-huh.
Like if you're going to make a little fan, I'll fold it until it's
Back
just
and
flat.
forth. Back and forth.
Yeah, so like I'll get the tortillas round, right? I'll layer it with peanut butter, and then I'll go down, and then I'll flat it down.
Okay,
And so it's just like,
I got you.
yeah. So tortilla. This is my tortilla.
Yeah.
Peanut butter.
Okay.
And then I'll just do this number,
Oh, wow.
right?
Yeah, okay. You roll it, but flat. You
I
roll
just
it
do this
flat.
exactly what I'm doing to this paper.
Yes, I see.
And then I always go like that, and then my my tortilla looks like flat like that, and
I'm gonna. Eat
I
this
love
peanut
it.
butter.
If you like peanut butter, like me, I love peanut butter. I love tortillas. A flour tortilla like that. That's been my snack since I was probably like 6.
That's amazing. That is pretty amazing.
Like that, I to this day that is my poor man snack. I love
that's
that.
not poor
fuck-
man. That's incredible.
I'm telling you. Since I was probably about 6 years old, since I lived in Vegas, this is a snack I've had since.
Peanut
then.
butter is delicious.
Yeah. This exact routine where I heat up a tortilla, I put peanut butter on it, and I fold it just this way. I've had that since I was probably about 6 years old.
Nice.
I love it
pretty cool.
that much. That's like my all-time favorite snack.
Man.
And right now, after you motherfuckers go to sleep, I'm going to eat some corn pops.
I'm gonna eat some good stuff.
Because you know what? when I grew up, I never had those fantastic, delicious cereals that you motherfuckers get it.
Is it nice that you now can buy whatever you want?
Hell yes.
You're like, I want.
Dude, what? I want Captain Crunch? Got it. Do I want Crunch Berries? Got it. Do I want Colossal Crunch Berries? Same shit as Captain Crunch Berries? Yep.
I can get both.
Dude, which one do you want? I want them both. I want to get head from both of them.
Nice.
Motherfuckers.
Nice.
And I'll do it.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I love little kid cereal like that.
It is pretty good.
It is so good. Sugar. Hell yeah. Dude, diabetes on... Dude, I get diabetes every time I eat that shit.
It's the worst thing. Like, why is it that all the worst shit tastes so good at night? I'm in the worst habits right now.
Like
I do fine during the day, and the nighttime I'm like,
when I'm saying I got corn pops, when I'm saying I got corn pops, I literally just got corn pops today.
Porn cops.
Porn pops today.
Jesse likes
big ass 9-inch dicks.
Nice. That's cool.
No, we just got corn pops today. I was like,
you're ready.
Oh, dude, I wanted some.
Well, we're 2 hours in, so at that note, I'd say
go to sleep.
Let's go have some porn cops and let's get out of this joint.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to everybody. Jesus is born. He is risen. Hallelujah. He's risen,
right? He's not born.
He is risen.
He's not born.
Well, he kind of is. He's reborn.
He died.
He is risen.
3 days later.
Hallelujah.
I feel like they lost him.
Like somebody just
thought, what happened?
What if they did shrooms together and they woke up and they're like, "Where's Jesus?"
Like, bro, we buried Jesus 3 days ago. That's right.
The Romans got him. They put him on a cross. It was crazy shit,
bro. I thought he was just born.
It's basically
he was born 30 years ago.
What if 2,000 years ago they just made a version of the movie Hangover, and it turned out like the actor that got lost, it was just Jesus, and they're like, and it turned into this. That's not what I'm suggesting. I believe in Jesus.
No, he doesn't.
He was
That's
risen.
what he's suggesting.
My church,
because his mom's a virgin.
Every Easter at my church,
how hoary is that though?
Jesus would come out from behind a rock. It was pretty incredible.
You know what's crazy? And I know we're about to end this.
Yeah, but we can.
And this is something I've always thought is the whole Virgin Mary thing.
We have discussed this as well with the
ad nauseum.
Try to be Joseph. Try to be Joseph.
And Joseph. Crazy.
So, honey, the craziest thing happened to me last night.
I got fucked hard.
There was an angel. Okay, right. I want to know how close to showing Mary decided to divulge to Joseph.
I want to know how big the angel was.
Yeah.
Was he like my fucking burrito?
Mary. Did he talk like this? Mary, let me tell you something, Mary. This is so crazy. You're going to have a baby, so lay down because it's going to be crazy. This is the best baby.
Biggest baby ever.
You've never felt something so incredible with this baby. It's going to go right inside of you. It's crazy.
Like.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Dude.
Would I buy it if I were Joseph? That's my question.
Like Joseph would be like, what do you mean? Like, no, man. Like,
we're getting married.
Like, how big was the angel? Like,
I'm Joseph.
You're this Joseph's angel best filled friend. Me.
We're hanging out. We're at the local pub. Mm-hmm. Bro, I can't wait to marry her. She's the coolest girl I've ever met,
love
bro.
Her.
I met her at this sick party. We were out in the desert getting crunk, you know?
Yeah.
And she was like, man.
We had manna.
She was the craziest bitch I've ever seen.
We had manna and wine.
We were like, man, I was eating fucking peanut butter off a spoon, dude. She started sucking my dick. It was crazy. And then you go home. You're like, man, I can't wait. She's the love of my life.
Bitch.
And you go in there. She's like, hey, honey. And she's like,
what can I say? An angel fucking fucked me.
I'm pregnant, but you're like, well, but you said you wanted to wait till marriage. Like you said you'd suck me, but you wouldn't fuck me. Remember when we had that conversation?
I remember.
You used rhyme to make it sink in.
I remember.
And she's like, yeah,
you're wrong.
But this angel came to me.
Oh, okay, I got you.
And he had really blonde hair.
Oh, perfect.
And orange skin.
Sounds beautiful.
And he talked about like casinos and like investments.
Casinos are weird. I don't know what that is.
He's talking about making it great again.
Okay.
And then
how big was his dick?
Not very big, but he talked about it like it was huge.
No, I want someone bigger.
Mary, please, let me tell you. You want to have sex with me? I'm going to tell you that.
But you know what I mean?
No, but like, would you buy that?
Hell
as,
no,
Joseph. Like,
if Alicia was like, babe, I know I'm pregnant. I'm like, yeah, but we didn't fuck for like the last couple months.
What happened?
She's like, well, no, this guy with this 9-inch dick, like he was an angel though, kind of, and like he said, like I guess it's Jesus' baby. I'm like, I guess no, it's Jesus'
How
baby.
dumb was Joseph?
Joseph.
He's like, do you think Mary respected Joseph? After
No,
that?
hell no.
She's like, I got fucked by an angel, bitch. What are you gonna?
She got fucked by a 19-inch angel.
At least.
No, he was 9 inches.
Do you think he was able to shrink down like the character?
I think the angel was a black man with a big old dick.
All right, this is going down fast. Easter,
okay, have a good day.
Easter is essentially now. All that's a joke.
No, Easter's in about 58 minutes.
God
is
risen. Well, basically.
Yeah,
I said basically. I didn't say literally.
Yeah.
God is risen. Hallelujah. Have a great Easter.
He said hallelujah.
And
praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. Praise be to thee. Whatever. Bye.
Praise to thee. Whatever. Something like that.
Whatever you say in church. I don't know.
Praise, a lot.
Peace be with you and also with you.
Yeah, something like.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.